All right, folks. Episode 55, the SF Company Hour. We're talking some Alfred Molina in the Spider-Man 3. We're going to talk some Morbius trailer. We're going to talk Transformers. We're going to talk a bunch of Warner Brothers versus the world. This is the SF Comic Book Company, number 55. Also, Die Hard is an action movie, not a Christmas movie.
Thank
Well, I knew that would set Rick off. Our returning champion, Hondo, welcome back to the show.
Hello, everyone. Good to be here.
Enthusiastic as always. Thank you. How you doing?
On this great Tuesday night.
It is a great Tuesday night. Welcome back, Hondo. Lori,
Thank you.
coming back on. How you doing?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you? Good to see everyone.
We'll see. TBD for sure.
Yep.
And over there, the Squiggy to my Lenny, maximum effort, Grayson. R.I.P. Squiggy. How you doing, Rick?
I'm here and alive, thank God.
By the grace of God.
by the grace of God. Yeah, I'm still here.
But I'm bummed.
The grace in God. No, don't get that started.
don't deitize me yet.
Yeah.
The King in Black.
Wait till my eyes start sparkling like fucking Thor's and shit, and then we'll talk.
Oh God.
It's coming, okay? It's coming. I'm like Bob and Mallrats right now.
I want to see where he goes with this. Yeah.
Huh? Sorry. Pay attention, Rick. Pay attention.
Oh man! All right, it's good. It's already goofy already. All right, let's start off the day. Let's talk about some trailers first off. Let's talk about Transformers: War for Cybertron. This is the new. Whoa. So War for Cybertron. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. The first season was 6 episodes of released during the summer, right? I think it was July in the summertime. That's when it was released. The second, it's a 3-part series, part of a trilogy of a series. So this is the second part. This is the middle part. So this looks like it's pulling from a lot of some of the stuff that happened in Transformers the movie, the original cartoon movie. So we get the Quintessons, we get a little hint of Galvatron. So this looks like there's some time travel involved in this. So I'm pretty intrigued by the trailer.
Wow.
Yeah. Lori, do you watch any of this War for Cybertron at all?
I caught a little bit of it, but I liked the trailer. Actually, it looked a little bit dark, like it had darker tones to it. At least the themes. That's what I got out of the trailer. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, watching the trailer, and I mean, I remember that when I was, back in the day, back when it first came out. But yeah, it looks good. I'm kind of intrigued by it, so I'll definitely probably take a look at it.
Yeah. It definitely gets up. Hondo, did you watch this?
I didn't see the trailer, man. I that's one of the things I didn't catch. I seen just a very little bit of season 1, so I am looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I am gonna have to. I'm gonna binge the season 1. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I
definitely worth checking out.
I'm behind. I'm trying to get behind. And for the record, I haven't seen the latest episode of Mandalorian.
Okay.
Well, why are you even on this show, man? Why are you even on this?
Hey,
do I need to pop the GIF out here right now?
Pop him out. Where's Juan Medina? I'll call him up and get him.
I can't afford it, man. I can't afford Disney.
Dude,
what is it? $4.99 for Christ's sake? Come on, Alex.
Yeah, we'll start a GoFundMe for Hondo to get a.
That's my excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Rick have talked about this show before. We've discussed it in length. So Rick, are you excited about this trailer, man?
Oh, dude, yeah. The first one, like you said, came out in July. I think it was July 30th.
Yeah.
And this season is dropping like December 30th. So, right at the end of the year, I'm excited as hell. The thing is, like, this is it's more fan service, which is great. You know, in the trailers, you get to see a little bit of the quintessence. They're not showing them to you, but we know who it is. You know, if you're a
They
big
pretty
fan.
much blatantly just show the quintessence. So they're.
Well, in certain,
Right.
and I don't know. I seen like 2 trailers, and
Well, did you see the one I sent you?
Yeah, they only brought them out at the beginning.
They don't really hide the fact that it's quintessence. It's like pretty.
They show the. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Which trailer are you watching, Rick?
Not
Huh?
the porn version. Not the porn version, Rick. The other version.
Did we wake you up from a nap, Rick? With the okay?
What?
You're very disheveled today. What's going
What?
on?
Who?
I'm fine. Who said what?
It was a
What?
diehard comment. That's what can throw him off.
Yeah,
Fuck you guys.
exactly. He's still thinking about that.
Not cool. No, it's just
Christmas-
it's a Star Wars. Huh? Is it
Christmas
Transformers?
Christmas movies are not released in July, Rick.
I don't give a fuck if they're released whatever part of the year. You inadvertently become a Christmas movie. That's what happens.
And that one
You-
poster
you-
sait's Christmas.
Some people are like, no. Well, it's like, you know what? Then you're like you're pretty much, put the Gestapo shit away, right?
Fucking
At that
millennials.
point, it's like,
Fucking
don't.
millennials.
It's,
All right,
it's,
sorry,
it's,
Rick.
It's a
Sorry,
Christmas movie.
Sorry, no, it's not. Sorry to get you off your pedestal.
you're
But
getting
go ahead. Go
riled
back
up,
on
man.
back to Transformers.
Christmas movie.
I'm with you,
so-
Rick.
Yeah, right on, Alex.
No,
Transformers.
he ran a-
Fucking millennials.
It's not a millennial thing, and it's not people for trying to be cool or whatever, right? It's just that's been a tradition of mine since I saw the movie. I watched that every year for Christmas. That, Lethal Weapon, and Gremlins, and The Christmas Story. So anybody else who's going to tell me it's not a Christmas movie, I got 2 of these for you. Yeah, so right.
Not a Christmas.
We've made it into that.
Okay,
I know
yeah,
exactly. You made
Yeah.
it into it. It's not a Christmas.
Well, that's it.
It-
So once it's
It's
done,
made,
it's done.
regardless
It's
if
the
it
fact
is or
that
not,
there's
it
even an
is now,
argument.
dude.
You
That's
say
what I'm
whatever
saying.
you want.
It
It
is.
still wasn't made a
It's a Christmas
came
movie
out in the
now.
summer. Nowhere
It
in
wasn't
the
intended.
posters
Oh my god.
says
It wasn't
Christmas.
intended.
In the
Can
video
Can we
game,
get back to Transformers?
no, we're gonna debate this whole show. This is gonna be the whole show. We're gonna just
Oh my god. I got a lot of fire for this shit.
go ahead, Rick.
Okay, so the
Transformers.
Transformers.
Transformers
Yeah,
conversation.
Transformers is a Christmas movie. Yeah,
No,
I'm just calling every movie a Christmas movie from now on. Go ahead.
that's great. The Crow is a Christmas movie then. Fuck it, yeah. I don't care if it's how.
That's definitely a Christmas
Double
movie in your house. That's the birth of the Christ Crow. The
The
Crow.
Shining is a Christmas movie.
Touche. Very, very true.
All right, go ahead. Back to Transformers.
Back to Transformers. No, it's just cool. You get to see all those. You get to see the quintessence. You get to see Optimus Prime. You get to see a little bit of them on the arc. They're already traveling. It's exciting to see what they're gonna do with the prequel version of the Generation 1 Transformers that we know and we love. This is almost like a prequel to all of that, and I'm interested to see now we've seen them leave Cybertron. Now it's the journey to Earth. There's something here that's gonna bring them here. I vaguely remember the first season. I binged it so quick. I haven't revisited it, but now that it's coming out, it's a quick watch, guys. Season 1 is a quick watch.
30 minutes?
6 episodes of 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe about
Okay,
22, 28 minutes. They're not really too super long, but dude,
I'm
it's
binging
like
tonight.
you just keep watching them. It's pretty fast. It's almost like watching think of it as the first chapter of if this was Lord of the Rings Transformers, this is the first chapter that you just saw, in episode 1. So yeah, just episode
Lord
2
of
is
the
coming
Matrix.
out. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks like it's a fun show. I'm curious to see where they go. They're bringing in time travel, so that's an interesting aspect. So you're going to see Galvatron and Megatron. Spoiler alerts for Transformers the movie. Galvatron is Megatron, reconstituting. You get to see a little hint of a Unicron in there too. So that's all. Anytime you see a Unicron done right, it's great. Luckily, Unicron's not Earth this time. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This looks cool. All right, so next trailer on our docket. Let's talk about this Morbius trailer. It's from Tokyo Comic Con. This is coming out. Actually, Leto does a pretty annoying introduction, like a minute into this damn trailer. You know what? if this movie came out in like the mid '90s, I would probably be down for it. But the fact that it's coming out now, I'm not too super juiced for it. I'm not. Leo has never really impressed me in movies like too much, but it looks like a great '90s movie. Yeah, I don't know about today's like. We've been so spoiled with superhero movies, so this doesn't look anything like super out of the ordinary or super exciting. This looks like a great late '90s movie that you would watch on HBO like on a late night. But as far as a new superhero movie, this doesn't look. It looks kind of So as a resident vampire slayer, hunter, and novelist, Lori, what do you think of this trailer?
Well, I remember we had discussed this in January of this year when we first saw it, I think back in the day, when I think I was on the first time, but it just doesn't, I mean, we've seen so many different incarnations of vampires that this is kind of nothing new. So it kind of disappoints me that he didn't try something completely different that we haven't seen, but it just, like you said, it looks like a 90s film, but not a well done 90s film. So, I mean, who knows? We'll see it. And it's just not anything I'm looking forward to. And the fact that they use Beethoven in the very beginning, the Fury release, is very interesting. I'm like, why did they pick that? That's so odd. But, oh well.
Hondo, your favorite run of Morbius, the comic book?
I have his first appearance. That's all I know. That's a hot money book, man, So
which one was that?
I like the character Morbius, though, despite the movie, the character's cool. I like Dr. Michael Morbius. I don't totally hate the trailer. I mean, it doesn't look very good, but I kind of had the same feeling when I still haven't seen it, is Venom. With Tom
very
Hardy.
much a Venom vibe. Yeah, this is the vibe that like these Sony movies are.
That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. It was cool to see Keaton in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really show a whole lot, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be better than the trailer. Kind of sets it up to be. It's a very short trailer. There's not a whole lot. Most of the time, he's blabbing about how good. Or how much he wants people to see the movie,
Yeah. It's funny how the actors do that. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, he's a fun character. He showed up in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. He's made appearances here and there. He was a lot big in the 90s when the with the Midnight
Suns.
Midnight Suns and all that.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider and stuff. That's how I read a lot of Morbius back then. But Rick, what'd you think of this trailer?
Well, oh man. You know what? I go into things really cold sometimes, and I give them a chance. And the first time I saw the first one, I was just like, man, a lot of this shit looks like they're using the Nightcrawler effect. I was just like, oh, okay. So what they did is they took one of the best parts of X2, gave him that power. It's just like, oh, everybody loved this. I'm like, does he have a BAMF kind of a? I don't remember him having that kind of a BAMF kind of a thing, right?
I think didn't he have I don't know if he had teleportation.
He had a teleportation, but it wasn't a BAMF like that. Not the way it was already shown, by Nightcrawler in X2.
Did he have a teleportation? I don't remember that him having that in the comic.
Neither do I. I the only comics I read was the Midnight Suns with him, Ghost Rider, Doctor Strange, just all the mystical stuff, the magic stuff. But I don't remember him doing anything like that. Not saying that he probably doesn't. I'm not totally versed with fucking Michael Morbius and shit. Mm-hmm. The other thing too, for real, Sony, Michael Morbius. You're gonna fucking make a fucking movie about a fucking Spider-Man villain, and you guys, I don't even know if he's a villain. Is he more like an anti-hero because he's misunderstood kind of a dude?
He was he was definitely like an anti-hero kind of.
Make up your fucking minds, dude. You guys could have made a fucking sick ass Green Goblin movie if you guys really tried. Kraven the Hunter, I think they said that they were doing it, but I would fucking like to see Kraven. Kraven's just a more, or know what? Give me fucking Michael Keaton as Vulture in a whole fucking movie. I would buy that, dude.
I think this is right on. This is right on Morbius, and then if Morbius works and that makes money, and then they got Venom 2 coming out and that works, I think you're gonna see more and more of these Sony Spider-Man shitty spinoffs. I don't know. It's if you put Morbius in a Blade movie, I think that would have been a better way to like maybe introduce them. Have him as like stop
definitely.
the villain in the Blade movie, then you can spin him off and do some other shit.
That would have been perfect, actually.
Yeah, but I don't trust Sony like doing on their own. I saw what they did with Amazing Spider-Man 2. And Venom was kind of like there was like probably like 10 minutes of a good movie in there, and that was another one that felt like a 90s, like a mid 90s superhero. It would have been great back then, but
Venom was okay. I'm not gonna fucking put it up against all the other Marvel stuff. It's okay. I mean, is it a 5-star movie? Far from it. 4-star? Hell no. But you know what? It's a popcorn movie. That's all it's supposed to be. Did it meet up to expectations? Fuck no. But it doesn't change it from not being a movie that you can watch.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make it just like it doesn't turn it into Punisher Warzone is what I'm saying, you know? Or fucking Thomas Jane's Punisher. If you like Thomas Jane's Punisher, fucking watch Venom because I'm in the minority for hating that fucking movie.
Oh, Thomas Jane, I like parts of that movie. I didn't like the fact that it was like shot in the mean streets of Tampa Bay. And no,
he's right. It's Punisher's a fucking New York fucking guy, man.
No, I know. That's why it's funny. It's like it
doesn't make
any sense.
Such a New York guy.
Travolta's the fucking villain in that movie. It's a horrible. But I like Thomas Jane as Punisher. Like the Dirty Laundry short was fucking probably some of the best non-Netflix Punisher shit. I don't know. I'm not excited about this. I'm like, man, I'll check it out if it's for free on a streaming, and maybe I'll watch it. But I'm not paying a dime for this shit. So
when it comes out, we have to have Bo on.
Well, it's also
we have to have Bo on as soon as it comes out.
It's also funny though because the fact that there was that one scene where you see like a bat. That they're using that as the source, and it's kind of like, especially now with COVID, you're kind of going, that's probably not a good idea to show a bat. It's like, no, okay, that's
how it's
COVID-19.
Yeah, so apparently this is a documentary about how
there's a portion of America that's going to think so.
That's what I mean. It's like
that's how the COVID started. It was that Michael Morby. He's a Democrat. I heard that Michael.
Abraham Lincoln was a vampire hunter.
All right, so let's go to some Disney Plus news. Cassian Andor series is currently filming. Diego Luna confirms principal photography has begun on the Disney Plus Rogue One prequel, and he's reprising his role of Cassian Andor. I'm not super juiced. I liked his character in Rogue One. It was fine. I'm not like super like I can't wait I need a Cassian Andor series. But I think if they have the droid, I think this is going to be partly have to do with Alan. Have they announced Alan Tudyk going to be in this at all? Because if he's not in it, I think this is going to hurt this series a lot.
I don't think I've read anything else about that. I think it was just Diego Luna, from what I understand.
Yeah, because I think this is going to be how he gets the droid. I'm thinking that's what the part of the plot's going to be, how he gets the droid. Alan Tudyk plays in Rogue One. Hondo, what do you think of this news, man? Cassian Andor. Are you excited about Cassian Andor series? Once you get your GoFundMe for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I've just been lagging. I'm excited, man. Diego Luna is an awesome actor, and I was thinking about he's in season 3 of Narcos Mexico. He's in all the seasons, I believe, and he plays a major role, and he's just such a good actor, man. So I recommend Narcos Mexico, and man, he's a great actor, and if it's like Rogue One, I really like that movie. It's really good. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen it in a while. I need to check that out. But yeah, I'm excited about this, man. Hell yeah. Bring it.
Yeah. What about you, Lori?
Same. I loved Rogue One. I actually own it on DVD, and it was just such a wonderful addition to the whole Star Wars pantheon that I really liked it. And I agree, Diego Luna is a really great actor, and I think
he's a fine actor.
It's a good thing that he's continuing that legacy, because we need more shows like Mandalorian, etc., to kind of come and add to the Star Wars. So yes, I'm very happy about that.
Rick, would this be your first choice of spin-off from Rogue One?
No, I don't think it would be, but for it could be that series that we didn't know we wanted. Cassian Andor is a pretty sick ass character, you know, when you think about like his past and everything, like what he's gonna see. And I looked up, it looks like Alan Tudyk does have a credit as for one episode at least. So
I'm looking at the cast right now.
They all have one episode. Stellan Skarsgård in it, which is I'm pretty sure that he's going to be some kind of Imperial, which would be nice.
For sure, yeah.
He has to be an Imperial.
Yeah.
I really want this to be good. I'm trying to see who's the guy who's behind it.
The showrunner. I think they announced it last year, but
it's not a Favreau or a Filoni thing, is it?
It's Tony Gilroy. Tony Gilroy. I think Tony Gilroy is the one that came in and like reshot a bunch of shit for Rogue One. I believe that's what the.
He's done a bunch of other stuff too. Actually, I know that name sounds familiar.
Toby Haynes is helming the first 3 episodes.
He's the guy who finished up the directing, right?
Yeah.
On that movie, because the first director was being like a dick. He's credited.
Gareth Edwards. It was kind of I won't say a mess, but he needed to come up and then kind of clean it up. So he like the same thing that happened to Solo. Like the Lord and Miller shot a lot of the film. They brought Ron Howard in to like kind of fix up all the mess that the production came.
Well, and by the way, both movies are great. I fucking love Solo as well.
I just watched Solo rewatched Solo the other day. It's a great. It's a fun movie. Every time I watch it, it's fun. I like it. It had that stank of Last Jedi, so that's why I didn't do all that great. We harp on that all the time, but
agreed. But Cassian Andor, like I said, I think it's going to end up being the show that we didn't know we wanted. I have a good feeling.
I'm not super juiced, like I'm not like, oh, I need a Cassian Andor series really bad.
After his performance on Narcos, I mean, Diego Luna's sick.
So out of the Star Wars like movies and stuff, I guess we'll leave the Mandalorian out of it because there's some spoilers talk to be had there. But I would like Rogue One and Solo and all that. What's a spinoff you would like to see out of like some of those movies that came out? Like personally, I would love to see a Lando series, but with Donald Glover. I think that would be amazing. Lando in the prime of his young life, kind of just doing his thing, banging aliens and robots across the galaxy and gambling and doing all this.
Almost like the Kirk fucking series. He'd be like
I would love to see Lando like kind of weasel his way through the universe for like a season or 2. That'd be great. So, Lori, any spin-offs you would want to see from any of those movies?
Well, the ones definitely a Lando. I'd love to see that, to see how he became the kind of space pirate, I guess, if you want to call it, that he became. And but I also would kind of like to see something about a young Leia. Like, what was her life like as a princess? What was her life like, on Alderaan? And also, because that she was very much of a rebel growing up, and I'm sure she probably knew that these weren't her real parents and all this kind of stuff. So it would be interesting to see something like that, and to see how she progressed from a young woman to who she ended up to be, which I think would have been great. But I would have loved to have. I enjoyed Solo, actually. I thought that it was a pretty good film, and I would definitely like to see him Lando Calrissian, absolutely, especially with Glover, because he was just so great in it, absolutely great.
Yeah, and that's a good shot with the Leia thing too. And Jimmy Smits is still looking pretty spry, and like the time kind of
the time matches.
Yeah, so you could definitely have Jimmy Smits in there as a role, and like have it set on. You haven't really seen too much like any of like the canon stuff deal with Alderaan. And so I wouldn't mind seeing stuff set on Alderaan, and you could have Cara Dune on there too from Mandalorian. She was from Alderaan, so maybe you could have a young Cara Dune on there too, like kind of have her interact with Leia at some point.
Yeah.
But that's a good shot. I like that idea. Hondo, what about you, man? Any spin-offs you want to see from like Rogue One and Solo, or any of the Star Wars movies?
You guys already suggested like all these great ideas that I didn't even think of, or whatever. I agree with you guys. Like, Lando is a character that he can have his own TV show because, he's a smuggler, he's a soldier, he's like all these things, and he's had many adventures. You know what I mean? Like a series about that would just be crazy cool. And of course, if you get Donald Glover for a series, man, sign me up, sign everybody up, because that would be killer, man. But all great ideas. Princess Leia, all of that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm down.
Yeah. How about you, Alfred?
All right, so I've always championed one, and I'm just gonna say it and shout it out. I want the Huts. I want intergalactic gangsters. You know, the Huts, just like a Sopranos, but it's fucking all the Huts, fucking just running shit.
That would be interesting.
It's a mafia movie within fucking the Star Wars fucking universe.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
We all know they're dirty as shit, and you know everybody, all the criminals in the Star Wars universe, they speak Huttese. So it's the galactic language of the criminals, so which would be great.
But, and like it's a good point because the Hutts are legendary. Like the song in Force Awakens, when they're going through the cantina, it was the song they were playing was a tribute to Jabba the Hutt. It was like a song. It was like a rapper making a tribute to like some some famous gangster or so whatever. So that song is actually about Jabba the Hutt in Huttese, like in Force Awakens. So sorry.
That's a great drop right there, man. Fucking that's sick. I didn't know that, and now I do. I'm there for it. But the Huts, the Huts is always one of those things. You know, I like the mafia movies, mafia stories, mob stories, and it's like the Huts are fucking Star Wars' version of like fucking the Corleones and shit.
Yeah.
So I like to see that. But another thing is, you know how they had Tales of the Jedi. I would love if they would come out with a Tales of the Jedi Council. Show me how a young version of Yoda. Show me a young version of Ki-Adi-Mundi. I want to maybe show me a young story of Mace Windu. Just give me Tales of the Jedi. All you have to do is you have all your council. It should be only one season or something. And you just do a fucking backstory. Not a backstory, but just tell like maybe one of their adventures that because not a lot of people are familiar. Everybody knows Yoda because of everything, but nobody knows like guys like Ki-Adi-Mundi or maybe even more about Mace Windu. All we know about Mace Windu is what we got in the first trilogy.
I think that's a good shout. I think doing like an amazing stories kind of like anthology series and fit in the Star Wars universe would be great. Like not even just Jedi, just stories like you can go wherever you want. Like tell some in canon stories that haven't been told. Like I think
like a Boss Nass story or the Ewok or show a story of the Ewoks. Of. Or something like that. All those characters are great.
Oh, that'd be great doing an Ewok, just kind of like where Wicket is now, and stuff like kind of show like Wicket has Chief and stuff like that. That'd be great. Oh man, Rick, let's do it. Let's
right. That's why these shows work so well. It's fans like us who just like their imaginations run wild. Right. Like this is my toy box. What can I do? All right, these are the toys I have to play with. What can I do?
Well, I think
Rick. Rick. You know what you can do?
What's up?
Like and subscribe to the channel.
There you go.
Hit the button, subscribe. It helps us out. So if you can, please help us out and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got a couple chats here. We got Nick Mullen. What y'all think about A24 movies? I like A24 movies, man. They're pretty good. Trying to Rick, you're pulling up the list of the A24. Yeah, they got good indie movies, man. Good indie horror movies, man.
Yeah, well, I was a big fan of Midsommar. I like Midsommar a lot. Hereditary, Lighthouse. I like Moonlight. I mean, they have a lot of great stuff. And then now that I'm looking at the full repertoire of all their stuff, dude. The Witch. Yeah. I know some people didn't like that one. Killing a Sacred Deer is a sick fucking movie, dude.
I heard that was good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, they got a great list. Holy shit. Yeah. The Disaster Artist, the Ghost Story. Yeah, oh God, yeah. I'm all about A24.
Yeah,
what's A24?
Next to Blumhouse, they're like a good. They're like a production company. They're like Blumhouse.
Okay.
Swiss Army Man. Oh, dude, they got tons of great stuff.
I've seen practically all the names you just. I've not seen a few of them. I've seen all those. I've seen Midsommar. I've seen. Those are all good. Lighthouse, Moonlight.
Hereditary is great.
Yeah.
That's the one I haven't seen.
That's great. I think I love them.
Gen Expectations Bounty Hunter series.
I thought we're getting that with Mandalorian.
We're kind of getting that already. Yeah, we're kind of getting that. But I wouldn't mind seeing a grief
Karga. Yeah,
as him getting on these bounty hunters on missions and stuff. And yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah,
that's starting of the guild.
Yeah, starting the guild.
Or
Yeah.
even how Moff Gideon got to be the way he is too. That would be another thing too, is to see how he
That'd be
became,
a great little spin-off.
and how he got that lightsaber too, because that's.
Oh, I think
like
that's
one of
we're
the
gonna find that out.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
find that out, and that's gonna be in this show. Yeah.
Let's see. Baby Holy God. Hi guys. Hey Soph, how you doing?
Hey, Soph.
Hello.
Miss ya. All right. Cool. All right. So you brought up the Corleone family, Rick. There, that was a good little teaser for our next bit of news here. So this week I got this in today, just perfect timing.
Oh, there you
Dakota,
go.
I got it in. The recut. Godfather 3. I want to rewatch the originals first. So yeah, this looks interesting, man. The Godfather Code, the Death of Michael Corleone. So they renamed it, recut it, re-edited it. But number one fan right there. There she is.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of Godfather talk recently. A lot of some spec. Andy Garcia came out recently, said he's willing to direct Godfather 4 if Francis Ford Coppola gave his blessing. I don't know if I don't know if really Garcia has the directing chops to actually pull that off. I would actually want to see somebody else. If you're not going to get Coppola to do it, somebody else somebody more young and hungry. Let's see. So I'll go to a resident a Godfather queen here. Lori, what do you think of this news? Do you want to see Godfather Part 4? Would you think Andy Garcia would be a good director for this?
I mean, as much as I love him as an actor, I think that he doesn't, like you said, he doesn't have enough experience as an actor. And there's certain people that can direct certain genres well. That's going to be really tricky because you already have 2.5 movies behind you that are exceptional, and so you have to kind of to be able to have that linear. You'd have to really know what you're doing, and as much as. He was good in 3, but I don't know. I mean, I would love to see someone like, who has experience, like De Palma would be. I'd love to see or even Michael Mann, or someone like John. I'd love to see John Sayles do one, because John Sayles is just such a great director, or someone of that. Terrence Malick. I mean, someone who has chops, who's done, these massive films, who know what, well, we already know Scorsese can do it, so we don't have to worry about that, but. Yeah, I think that the story's done. I don't think that we need any more Corleone, because it kind of doesn't. If it were if it were a younger generation, that would be interesting. But I mean, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, and there was talk after Godfather Part 3 about bringing De Niro back and kind of showing the Corleone's family, having DiCaprio. DiCaprio was rumored to play Sonny, a young Sonny.
Right.
So yeah, that'd have been interesting. Hondo, what do you think about a Godfather 4? Do you think there's a story there to tell in a Godfather? What would you want to see in a Godfather 4?
Well, it sounds kind of hard. Like, I mean, I feel like the Godfather story was kind of done. But you never know, and you never know if it'll be good. What kind of story would I'm not even sure, man. I just feel like number 3 was so bad for me, I kind of tuned out. Like, it knocked me out of that universe. You know what I mean? Like 1 and 2, I'm in, and then 3 just kind of like took me that I can't even remember. Like, and I seen the movie. I sat there and watched it, and I was like, oh man, I couldn't get into it. It was like, so I don't know. I feel like I got separated from that. But I don't know. Maybe Andy Garcia can do it. I mean, he certainly has a lot of love. He's a veteran actor. He's worked with all kinds of directors. He might have the chops to do it. He might, if with a big budget. But the one thing that's important though is the screenplay. That, like, as far as Andy Garcia being a director, okay. But more importantly, who's writing the screenplay? You know
Mario
what I mean?
Puzo's dead. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So.
Was there another Godfather novel after the?
There's been several. There was, I think. I mean, Godfather was the main one, and then I think he did a couple. I can't remember the other ones. I have them. I own them,
that's
though,
a different kind of.
I've read them all.
It's a different family.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, effort. You want to see? What do you want to see this? You want to see this Godfather 4 happening? If so, what would your story be, and who would you pick to direct?
Director, I like Laurie's choice. One of them, De Palma. Scorsese is another. De Niro. De Niro directed Bronx Tale.
Yeah, he
and
did.
It does fit. He fits the genre very well. To me, it's a little bit nicer. I mean, I love Andy Garcia, but dude, the only film that you directed of note was one called Lost City, and it looks like it's a rom-com that you starred in. So
yeah,
sorry, or it's a romantic movie. No knock against that, but it's like we're not questioning if he's going to be making another romantic movie. You're making Godfather. I'm sorry, and Godfather is like it's a classic. I know a lot of people still shit quite profusely on 3. I don't shit that much on it. There's parts of it I like how they interweave the story of Andy Garcia's character, how he's connected to Sonny. Just it takes you back to the first movie when they were like, "Hey, Sonny," and then it's like, "Oh shit, that's the fucking woman." Yeah, holy damn! So it's like, to me, it's like that's the world building. So the next step is what? Did the Corleones finally go? Did they finally go legit?
What year did The Godfather take place?
72. Well, it was. It came out in 1972. Was the
what year
40s?
Did it take place?
I think. I think
was
it was
the 40s,
like the 40s.
50s?
I think so. 40s and 50s.
But they went to 40s, 50s. They went through the 60s.
So time wise, it would be like the 80s, 90s.
Probably around the same time as like
Goodfellas. I would say mid 80s.
That'd be kind of interesting for the Corleones in the 80s, like going through the 80s, like cocaine, trafficking.
Godfather 3 wouldn't. I mean, if they do part 4, it's not going to be that. I don't think it would be in the 80s.
It would be probably 90s, if anything. Yeah,
I think it'd probably be maybe 90s or 2000s.
Wait, Godfather 3 took place in the 80s.
Mid 80s.
Okay, all right. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now, I think they would probably either take place it would be either late 90s, which I wouldn't want to do. It'd probably have to be 2000s or early 2010s, because that's when they started cracking down super on the mafia. Not that they're always cracking down on the mafia, we know, but this is going to be the new thing. So if he finally took them legit, what are the business ventures that they're into? What's the next thing? Online gambling? Is it casinos? What's their money source?
That's the thing.
Loot boxes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Those kind of families don't go legit. I mean, they can try to go legit, but as much of the research that I've done with mafia lifestyles, the only way to quit the mafia is in a pine box, basically, and you can't go legit no matter how much you try. Because
Michael died. I mean, he had shit on his soul, but after he went legit, he didn't have anything to do with that anymore, and he died clean.
Yeah.
So they gave him I know people don't like it. People wanted Michael to get gunned down, but Michael was smarter than everybody else. That's the one thing that everybody, I hope everybody remembers all the personalities of the brothers and sisters and the siblings. It wasn't supposed to be him.
Right. No, I know. I get that. But then again, it's like Sonny was dead, and then Fredo. It's like he was the only one. He was the only one.
Wouldn't leave shit to Fredo. Come on.
I mean, that's the thing. As much as John Cazale was a fabulous actor, it's still that whole character is still, even calling someone a Fredo is an insult. He's such a Fredo. It's like it's an insult.
It's like calling somebody Lando sometimes. You
Lando.
Yeah, it's tough. Plus,
Hondo.
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name? What's that TV guy who they called him Fredo? Chris Cuomo?
Oh, yeah, he got pissed at that.
Somebody called him Fredo, and he was like, he was hella pumped.
Yeah. He got pissed. Yeah,
I think that's the N-word to Italians, yeah.
Pretty much.
Fredo? It'd be bad, man.
Oh, man. All right. I don't know. We'll see. If you get the right director and the right script, I wouldn't mind seeing some kind of Godfather. I don't want to see a reboot. I don't want to see
no Andy Garcia directing.
No,
starring, yes. Directing, no.
But we are getting that. We are getting the series, though. Remember, we're getting that series about
Oh,
making up. So
the
that's
making
kind
of.
I think that's a
in
movie.
a way,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah,
Is it a
but
movie
it's
or
a.
I thought it was a TV series.
But
think it's
still,
a-
that's
I
a
think it's a
making of. It's not a Godfather movie.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
behind the
it's-
scenes.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's still it kind
It's
of
like the
that's
disaster
as
artist.
much
It's
as the
not
Godfather.
it's not the
you know.
movie, but yeah, no, it's just
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's gonna be a totally different movie
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, time will tell. Yeah, no reboot though. All right.
No
All right.
No.
Just a
damn it,
reminder,
Hollywood.
folks. Just a reminder.
Like and subscribe.
Batman says, thumbs up and subscribe, folks.
Woohoo!
Thumbs up and subscribe. There you go. All right. We got some more chats here. Let's see. Gen expectations. Other bounty hunters. LOL. Yeah. There's other bounty hunters.
Oh yeah, if
Yeah,
they do the union, the guild would be sick.
I wouldn't mind seeing an epic like a Bosk and like IG-11. I wonder where IG-11's at this point. We already saw IG-88. What's that?
Greedo?
Greedo. Yeah. Before he got,
Is he actually a good fucking bounty hunter, or is just oh, it's fucking poor Greedo?
Watch him be a badass.
Yeah, right.
no, he got blasted by fucking Han now under a table. I don't think so. He's an idiot. Let's
That's because
see.
Han's a badass.
Krista Carlson, love Hereditary. Yeah, that movie's fucking cold. Yeah, that movie's disturbing. Yeah, it's a good fucking.
It's a fun watch.
It's a fun watch. Yeah,
It's a family movie.
It
yeah.
is. It really is.
It just makes you want to go outside and smell the fresh air. Let's see. Baby, holy cow! Did anyone see the season finale of Fargo? No, it's on my list. I gotta
No.
watch
There's
this
a
whole.
lot of shows I got to get to.
Yeah, Fargo's high on my list. It's like top
Same.
5 stuff I gotta watch. I think it's on Hulu right now, right? It's a Hulu.
I believe so. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's an FX. So yeah.
Yeah, my Hulu's not running right now. I think I have a couple more weeks. Then it's has it suspended for. I would take a break from Hulu, just save a couple bucks. Now I'll jump back in. And I have to binge watch a bunch of shows. But Fargo, I hear nothing but good things. Chris Rock looks
Yeah.
amazing. He looks badass in that show. I'm hearing good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, Richie, should they talk about John Gotti since the 80s? Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring in some kind of Gotti talk. Yeah, they brought in some real life gangsters in Godfather. They mentioned some real life
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got pissed at it too for that whole fucking thing. It's like, okay.
A little too much information, you know what I'm saying? A little too much information. Yeah, so it's yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have
All right.
something related to that later on. I'll show you what I got, but that's okay.
Oh. That's what we call in the business a teaser.
Uh-huh.
All right,
She found Alpha. That's what she did.
Yeah. Exactly.
down the body. It's at the 50-yard line of the Giants.
The fucking Giants
Exactly.
stadium.
So I just want to talk real quick about this figure coming out. We got a Homelander. The first figure from the boys is coming out. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so we got Homelander from Midicom. This is the Mayfx folks. I talked about Mayfx last week about the Robin Hush figure coming out. The Hush Jason Todd figure that's coming out next year. So this looks pretty. Mayfx is doing some cool stuff, man. I like the look. It looks pretty badass. The cape is a cloth goods cape, so you got the American flag in the back right there. So yeah, a pretty cool looking figure. I'm digging it. I'm probably gonna pick it up. What'd you think of this figure, Alex?
Man, I like the detail in it.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I mean, you know, the face isn't like perfect. You know, like
Yeah.
what's his
Well,
name? Anthony Starr.
They have a couple. This is like this is their the mean face. There's two different faces. I don't have the.
Oh.
This is his mean grudge face, but yeah, he has another one where it's more normal.
He has
looking.
like a smirk too, like one face that he does where he's like he has like you can see his inner thoughts. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to have that one too. Where he's like plotting. He's like fucking. He's got that up to no good look on his eyes. You know.
That's the look you always have, Hondo. That's the look you always have.
Mhm.
What about you, Lori? What do you think of this figure?
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I actually have not seen The Boys yet. It's on my to watch list, but I've seen, I've seen trailers of it, and I've seen, bits and pieces of things on YouTube and stuff like that. But it looks pretty good. I mean, from what I can understand of the character, But yeah, he does kind of have that almost that the hair is very Prince Charming kind of hair almost. It looks like to me, but it looks pretty from what I remember of his outfit. It looks pretty accurate and pretty good.
Pretty nice looking figure. What about you, Rick?
Yeah, I love the fucking texturing on the suit.
Yeah.
Does it get really into like the scaling? Because I'm trying to find like one where you can see like the texturing, and it looks like it does do like the
like that Captain America, like the chainmail
Captain America, like the Aquaman kind of thing, like the scales and shit.
Yeah.
The cloth is the cape is cloth, right?
Yeah, cape is cloth, which I really dig. I like the cape.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's a sick ass pickup. Is that the only one they're gonna do from the boys, or are they gonna
this is
come
the
out
first
with
one they
Butcher?
announced. This is the first one.
They gotta do Butcher.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll get a Butcher. Like I think this is like Homelander's like the breakout kind of like character, like the most recognizable. Because he has that fucking costume. So you definitely it makes a badass looking figure.
What else does he come with? You said an extra head. Does he come with extra hands too? Or
he's gonna come with like a bunch of extra hands. Like the Mafex figures come with a bunch of hands, bunch of different head. I think there's gonna be like 3 different head sculpts for this. You'll get different hands and stuff. I hope they come with like some bloody hands, like him all bloodied up. That'd be kind of cool. But this looks cool, man. I'm digging these Mafex figures, man. They're a little bit more pricey. They range from like 80 to 100.
Oh wow!
But these are high-end action figures. These are not.
Well, they look it. Yeah, they definitely.
These are not your grandpa's GI Joes. Now these are. These are pretty badass. Yeah, I'm excited. I might have to pick this one up. We'll see.
You pay for quality, man.
Yeah, and it looks pretty badass, man. Just it looks. If you're watching The Boys, man, it's a amazing show, man. Great show. The comic's pretty decent too. Let's see. All right, let's jump. We got some Hawkeye. Let's do the Hawkeye news next. So Hawkeye, the TV series, got a bunch of people cast for it. Where is this stuff? There you go. So we got a bunch of people announced this week. Via Farmiga, who's the other cat? Florence Pugh, who is pretty much rumored to be the next Black Widow. Black Widow should be coming out hopefully soon, but there's big rumors of her taking over the Black Widow character. So she's going to be showing up in Hawkeye, and of course Jeremy Renner, and the big casting, of course, is Kate Bishop. HAILEE STEINFELD is going to be playing Kate Bishop, which I am super juiced for because she was definitely part of Transformers, Bumblebee Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually pretty excited about that, and we got a shot of her in costume. So this looks like they're pulling from the Matt Fraction run of Hawkeye. If you haven't read that run, it's actually a really good run. It's some cool, like not just a good story, but good like comic book storytelling that's kind of off. He does different things with the comic book panels and stuff, and like storytelling wise, that's really interesting. So I hope they bring some of that flavor to the show. Another shot of them on set. And again, if you read the Fraction run right here, you recognize the pizza dog, and everybody wants the pizza dog. I won't spoil what happens in the story, but it looks like they're pulling a lot from this storyline. It should be a fun story.
Pizza dog.
The pizza dog, man. Alex knows what's up. So Alex, you've read the Fraction run, right? And
yeah.
So what'd you think?
Awesome. Oh man. The big cast is Pizza Dog, man. Is Lucky. It's great because in that run, when the story of how Hawkeye ends up with Pizza Dog with Lucky is he basically is like an abandoned dog basically, and his name, he has like a name, and the name says Arrow, and he's like, yeah, we'll change that. Ooh, that was kind of like a nod, kind of like a minor diss to the TV show Arrow and Green Arrow, you know. So yeah, man, that's a great story.
Easy target, man.
Yeah, and exactly,
so to speak.
Yeah, man, but yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. I mean, they just take a little bit out. If they get the Tracksuit Mafia, the bad guys, oh man, those guys are hilarious, man. Yeah, so obviously that's a great comic run, and it introduces a lot of cool things. So if they pull out at least a little bit of it in a TV show, I'm on board, man. You know.
Yeah. One thing I hope they don't pull on is the fucking thread of her like being in love with Hawkeye. Like they had like a weird like little, I don't know. It was kind of weird in the book, so hopefully they don't tackle that. And they probably will. I'm thinking they're going to take that out for the movie. You know, because too many creepy old men hitting on young women.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So what do you think of this cast, Lori? We got Mila Farmiga,
Mm-hmm.
Tony Dalton, Farfee. We got it looks like a really good cast, man. So
Yeah.
what do you think?
And
of this?
I like Haley Steinfeld as well. I think she's great. She was actually really wonderful when I was down at Comic-Con last year. She was there for Bumblebee, which was a lot of fun, and she was just such a sweet girl, and she did a great job. She's multi-talented. I mean, she's got a great singing voice too, which is great. And they also cast a native girl too, Alakwa Cox, I think, was her name for Maya, the deaf character, I think. But that was big news as well, so that's going to be good. And Jeremy Renner, I mean, he's a Bay Area boy, which makes it even better, on that. And like you were saying, the fact that he's in his 40s and Haley's in her 20s. It's like, I do hope that there's not that kind of weird, weird romance type of thing.
It was weird in the comic. Hopefully they don't pull that.
Yeah, I mean, it should be good. I mean, it's nice to see a character that's not of like Captain Marvel or something that's a little bit not as prominent. So, and I thank God the other woman is taking over the Black Widow because I can't stand Scarlett Johansson, but that's beside the point. And I love
that. Florence Pugh is great. If you ever,
she's
she's really good in that movie.
Yeah, I like her, and I do like Vera Farmiga too. I think Vera Farmiga is a great actress.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
It's gonna be really good. So it's a good casting, good all around. I think it's gonna be awesome. So. Yay.
Yeah. Kate Bishop as a character, I'm not like towards the end of that run, I kind of couldn't stand her as a character, but I think casting Haley Steinfeld it's a good choice. Yeah, go past that flaws. So, Effort, what do you think of this cast, and what do you think of the screenshots that got posted?
Oh, I like the screenshots from like when I was like flipping through like the books when you guys were showing to me. Like, yeah, a lot of those fucking panels were taken directly from. And it's smart that they're doing that. They're taking like what would be like, what looks like a panel, and they're just showing it to you. Like, oh look, they got the dog. So
and Hawkeye has never really had like great runs in comics. Like there's not too many memorable Hawkeye storylines, and that storyline is a memorable Hawkeye storyline. So of course
for a while that's all you get. That's all fucking Hondo would be talking about. He'd be like, oh dude, him and like when in the fucking like group chats, him and Matt fucking, oh Matt Fraction, oh you guys read the Hawkeye thing. They're like going crazy, which is like, all right, and like that's where I got my pulse. Like that's what I'm like, all right, maybe I should pick this book up, But yeah, it looks dope. Haley Steinfeld's awesome. Like you said, Bumblebee. I think it was amazing because of her. She's she's actually sick.
Yeah.
And if they're leaning, if this is going to be like a series to show like they're going to replace Renner with a new Hawkeye, and fuck yeah, Haley Steinfeld, she as a new Hawkeye, she can fucking stand up with these Avengers, with these new Avengers coming. With these new Avengers,
young Avengers,
the new Avengers,
so like exactly
the
like the young
Avengers,
the young Avengers. That it'd be sick. This is how you world build. WB take note. Stop fucking around and just let one dude fucking make decisions. Just trust him.
Yeah. Who's the one who took over Honda? Who took over Hawkeye after Fraction? Was it Mark Waid? I'm more thinking Daredevil.
No, Mark Waid did Daredevil. I think Jeff Lemire had a Hawkeye run.
I
believe so, that? But I didn't buy it.
I jumped off at that point. Yeah, I read the first 4 trades of Hawkeye, probably the first 3. I got kind of sick of Kate Bishop, so I kind of jumped off. But the first like a couple are really good reading, like really good, great material. So yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good read. Like, if you read anything, read like the first 2, and like you get a pretty good chunk of the story. And if they're pulling from that, I'm more excited now that I see these screenshots. Like before, I was like, Hawkeye, whatever. Hawkeye's like okay character. I'm not the hugest Hawkeye fan. You can see my unboxing of a Hawkeye figure from from the 2000s. If you want to hear all my opinions on Hawkeye, but seeing Haley Stanfield, I think this gets me excited. Seeing the pizza dog gets me excited.
And the getup she had on was fucking great.
Her costume looks cool. Like it doesn't have to be like spectacular, like crazy. They just got it's very simplified. It's what an archer would probably have to wear. Actually pull off shooting bows and arrows. I'm digging it. I'm excited. All right, let's hit that like button if you're enjoying the show. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content. Turn on your notifications, all that
notifications.
Let's see. Gen expectations. Let's see. There she goes. Let's see. They should have Homelander with red beaming eyes version. Yeah, I think they have. That's one of the eyes they have. Yeah, I think that's the one they had right there. I think that's the beamy eye one. I think it's that's a red beamy eye ones right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're working on it. They're working on it.
He doesn't have pink eye. It's just the red glowing eyes.
Every time somebody says pink eye, because of what's that movie, Knocked Up, I always think of somebody farting on a pillow.
Oh, God.
I'm like, who got pink eye? Who farted on your pillow? Who did that to you?
Tell Nick Mullins to get out of here. That's Nick Mullen, all right? He's way better than Nick Mullins.
For those that don't know him, it's not the Niner QB.
It's
or maybe
singular,
it is.
not plural.
Maybe it is. You don't need any more picks. Let's see. We all got my 40 homies. Helicopters. Here we go. Hello. Gotta get rid of that toxic masculinity. That's Womack if you don't know. Womeezy invading the feed. Who got nothing better to do? All right. Aren't you guys? You guys focus on your goddamn shit. When's the next Gold Dirty Bastard?
No. Hey, welcome.
I'm waiting for some content. I know,
man. America's waiting. What the fuck? Get your shit together, guys. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I would go subscribe to the channel, but I don't know when they're actually gonna post a video. So you guys,
I got my notifications on. I'm waiting.
Wait for that ding.
Fuck that
guy. Wow, we started a war. Easy, guys.
I think he's talking about Nick Mullins. He's a Bears fan.
Yeah.
Ruining the good Nick Mullen name. All right, let's jump back in. All right, so we're going to talk some more casting news. Another big week for casting. So first, the big news today: ALFRED MOLINA has gotten cast. He's returning as Dr. Octopus, not Dr. Omnibus, Dr. Octopus. So that's what we kind of speculated about this. Talked about this. We're going to have Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro, which I'm not too excited about. So this cast is looking pretty good, and now it looks like the rumors of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield is true. That's going to be happening, and also it looks like they're going to begin. What's her name? Gwen Stacy from Emma Stone and Kristen Dunst look like they're going to be coming back also. So it looks like this is going full on to the multiverse. They haven't really said what their roles are going to be, or is it going to be like, just a little small role, so something in the middle? Are they going to have bigger roles? I kind of don't want to see them take over the whole movie. I want to see this as a Tom Holland, Peter Parker movie first. Mm-hmm. And all those guys come in, they can make a little cameo, maybe one or two scenes at the end. All the Spider-Man team up and do a whole thing. But I don't want to see them just turn into just a Tobey Maguire.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. We still saw that. Yeah. We saw that done well. We don't need to see that again. But I wouldn't mind seeing a scene with all of them in the same room together. That sounds like fun, and I'm excited about Doc Ock coming back. Mm-hmm. So Hondo, what do you think about this news, man? We got all these returning cast members from previous Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I think that's cool, man. All they need is to find a Kraven, and then they got the Sinister Six. You know what I mean? Like they could bring, Mysterio and Vulture, Electro, Scorpion. All of them, Sandman. They can bring all of them, and all they have to do is get Kraven, and they're set, man. They got the Sinister Six. So, I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's well done, like you said. It's centered around, Holland as Spider-Man. and then just kind of have the other ones kind of like just little supporting roles, nice nods. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'll give it a chance. I like Spider-Man. Great character.
Yeah, it should be fun. Lori, what'd you think of this casting? Molina coming back and all the other rumors that are.
I think it's great. Yeah, I'm happy about Alfred Molina. I think he was such a great addition to that film that it's fabulous to hear that he's coming back, because he's such a brilliant actor to begin with, and he kind of brings that extra sinister element to it.
Yeah,
and with the and that was not intended, by the way, but it's also interesting to see what's going to happen with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and all the other people that they are bringing back, because I was thinking, I'm not sure, maybe they may do something like how Stan Lee just kind of has like a small little role and it's like, hi, that kind of thing, or who knows, they may do it like Ghost of Christmas, past, present, and future. Who knows what's going to happen, but it'll be interesting to see what that happens, with the Tom Holland coming back as Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm really, really happy about Alfred Molina. I think he's just fabulous. So
yeah, and then you have Benedict Cumberbatch coming in as Doctor Strange. So I don't wonder if they're going to do a thing where they kind of merged realities. So that's why you get Electro and Doc Ock from these other movies. Like now they're in part of the MCU now.
Right.
Like you can have Doc Ock as an old man, because I think Alfred Molina's in his 70s, I believe, like pushing probably mid 70s at this point. So they might have to do some more stunt work with him, but you can CG some of that stuff. So Alfred, what do you think of this news, man? Are you excited about Molina coming back? Excited about all this stuff? What do you want to see? How big of a role do you want to see the other Spider-Man?
The other Spider-Man, they just need to come out at the end. That's it. That's all I want those fuckers for. Is if they're going to tell me no, for real. If they're going to tell me that they're going to have all the villains coming out and it's going to be Spider-Man. Yeah. Let's say they're gearing up for the Sinister Six. Let's say that's what happened. Let's say we see maybe they haven't mentioned it, but let's say they show us Kraven, a little nod to Kraven at the end. So now we have the six complete. Spider-Man can't fight all of them by himself. But what if he had the other Spider-Man who come in from like the other places? Well,
the Spider-Verse.
From the Spider-Verse. But the shit that gets me,
you can get Spider-Gwen
with this casting, when they announced this is the one thing that I wanted. Victory lap. If I could have high-fived everybody I fucking knew, like it's the best thing about the Raimi Spider-Mans was Doc Ock. Doc Ock was single-handedly down to the way he was when his arms became sentient and alive. One of the best fucking horror scenes in any fucking movie. So like I love this. I love fucking Molina because he really did fit the villain. And now if they pair him with Michael Keaton's Vulture and all of these other guys, fuck Morbius. I'm not gonna count him there. Hopefully they rework them. That you still got. What was the guy who played Doc Connors from that from the Raimi movies? What if they brought him in as the fucking as the Lizard? Oh, yeah. And they actually reworked him to make it look.
Reese, if is fans or something.
No. That's the guy from Part 2.
No, the one he was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I just saw him.
Yes.
I forgot.
He's like a low budget William H. Macy. That's what they're calling. He's a poor man.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, William H. Macy. He's a poor man's William H. Macy. That's getting pretty poor already. You seen Shameless? It's bad. So it's it's already calling him pretty bad. But they could have brought him back.
And this movie's pretty much well underway shooting. So all this casting seems like it kind of tells me that this is going to be like the ending. There's going to be a big blowout at the end, like kind of a big like all out Spider-Verse thing. And I think they're gonna. If you saw
Godzilla Final Wars,
yeah, but better. But no, I don't want to go that route. We'll just have I want to turn it to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where it's just hey, there's a character All right, now he's gonna go. Here's a character now go away. So I don't want to see that. I want to see if there's a big. I like the fact that the villains will team up from different universes at the beginning, and then they kind of blend the universes. I could see that working. You could do some fun stuff, man. So I think this is going to be a big, spectacular, like last half hour. It's Watts again, John Watts.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's good. He's good.
No, the first two Spider-Man are great. I love Far From Home is really underrated. I love that Mysterio fight. It's great. And Homecoming is my favorite Spider-Man movie. So.
Hey, does Raimi have some clout to be able to bring all his guys back? The fact that he's doing Doctor Strange, introducing the multiverse, and it's affecting the fucking Spider-Man. Raimi's fucking a savage.
He probably does.
I guarantee Raimi played a huge role in all of this right now.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm excited for Doctor Strange too. As soon as Sam Raimi got put on board, like I wasn't a big fan of Doctor Strange the first movie. I think it was like, man, whatever. I watched it once.
It was once again, it was studio interference. Because Derrickson wanted to make a fucking scary movie. Yeah. They were like, no.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited about the Spider-Man movie. This is going to be this is shooting for the end of the year, still on schedule for the end of the year. So we'll see. Hopefully we get it towards the end of the year. I don't know where we're going to see it. Yeah, streaming. Let's see. Looks like Leo's on IR for the Gold Dirty Bastards. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. Is he on the COVID list?
Shifter reported.
Yeah. He's gonna. I was gonna say he had a broken shell, but I'm not that mean. Let's see. Nick Mullen. Yee. Let's see. Only if they erase the timeline. Which I guess.
Oh, he's talking Spider-Man's probably.
I think that the original Raimi timeline. I think they're gonna have to they're gonna merge that, erase that timeline, and maybe Toby and Andrew
lose his powers,
sacrifice themselves. I think if they like, all right, they push Tom Holland Spider-Man to the side, like, hey, we got this kid, and they sacrifice themselves to save the multiverse, save New York from imploding. So I could see that kind of happening. And then Tom Holland is the last Spider-Man standing. He's the man.
Didn't we see this already?
Miles Morales going to make a cameo?
If they do, god damn it, you just made Into the Spider-Verse game now.
Hey man,
I love it, but maybe a mention, but don't show them.
Well, they kind of had they had him kind of hinted at in the Homecoming with Donald Glover's character being his uncle, the Prowler.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's as far as it can go to me, dude.
I think you can hint at it. I want to see Tom Holland for the next few years as Spider-Man. You could bring Miles in at some point, like when give me a couple more Spider-Man appearances in the MCU,
and then transfer. Yeah,
then,
I agree with that.
Yeah, and then I want to see some more Tom Holland, Peter Parker first, and you can bring in Miles at some point. You have plenty of time to bring Miles, so I'm okay with that. We can wait. All right, so that's. That guy out of the way.
Hey, does Sony have the wrap up on the whole Spider universe on everybody involved in his? Okay,
just like what Fox had the X-Men and all the characters. They Sony has Spider-Man and all his characters that appear. Yeah, all the Spider-Verse characters, pretty much all.
What's the likelihood of Disney? Because I predicted Disney would wrestle it from Fox. I don't know if they would ever wrestle it from Sony.
Well, the thing is, so that's the only thing Sony has. Like Spider-Man and James Bond is like the only fucking two things they have like access to. So I don't know, unless Disney buys Sony, I don't think it's going to happen. Or if Sony starts to struggle and be like, hey, we'll sell you Spider-Man for a couple $1 billion. Yeah. So I can see that happen. Like, Disney's a fucking cold ass corporation. I can see. I don't put anything past those motherfuckers. Yeah, buying up everything they can, like they're playing the real life Monopoly game.
They're winning.
They're winning. Yeah, they got my fucking money. They got fucking most of my income. Shit, they own my fucking
Star Wars, Marvel.
All right. So speaking of owning souls, we're gonna go jump to this Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers announced this week. You can see my video breaking the news, breaking it down, kind of what this is all about on the channel. So Warner Brothers decided last week to say, F it, we're going to just release all our movies on our HBO Max streaming service. So for the first month, they're going to have their movies on the streaming service for free. You don't have to pay any extra. And you get to see movies like Dune, Matrix 4, Godzilla versus Kong, and such on your TV for a month. And then it's going to go VOD. So a lot of people are pissed off. AMC came out pissed off about this. Christopher Nolan came out pissed off, and some filmmakers, a legendary, is pissed off too because they have two big tentpole movies, Dune and Kong versus Godzilla, Godzilla versus Kong coming out. So they were kind of pissed off about this because they were trying to set up a deal with Netflix to buy the movie, but Warner Brothers kind of said no. We're gonna do our own thing. This came out like last week, so this was kind of been in the works. So this is a big news. I could see the point of being pissed off that they can't make money off this is potential billion-dollar movies that are money's going to be on the table. But I think they're doing this because they need like fans need something, and fans can be easily distracted, easily bored, and move on to other shit. So they're gonna put these movies out for free. So Laura, what do you think about this news, man? Movies being coming out.
I mean,
do you agree with the theaters being pissed off and all that stuff?
I mean, yeah, I can understand it, and from a business point of view, obviously, because that means that people aren't going to be coming into the theater, and a lot of the times it's kind of like the Fillmore for us. They rely on food and beverage to basically make money,
Mhm.
and but then again, you have to think about with COVID still, we're in the grips of COVID. There's, surges that are happening left and right. Even if you do go to a theater and there is still the 6 feet rule, you're still in a confined space for a period of time. And, at least at home, you're a little bit more comfortable. You don't have to worry, I mean, the good thing about being at home is if you're watching something, you can pause it, go to the bathroom, go, get something to eat. And you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. And I'm looking forward definitely to Dune, to Matrix, to especially the Kong versus Godzilla. That's what I've been waiting for decades. But I mean, you damned if you do and damned if you don't type of thing. But I mean, I own HBO Max, so I think it'll be great, and it might actually even meet a larger audience because a lot of people who don't have major theaters in their cities or in their if they're like in small towns but they have access to HBO, that would may actually open it up to a whole new audience who might never have been able to see all of this, so or even afford to, for that matter.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So Nolan came out. So he was quoted saying, "Some of our industry's biggest filmmakers and most important movie stars went to bed last night before thinking they were working for the greatest movie studio, and woke up to find they were working for the worst streaming service." So, add Nolan, Warner Brothers had an incredible machine for getting filmmakers work out everywhere, both in theaters and at home, and they're dismantling it as we speak. They don't even understand what they're doing, what they're losing. Their decision makes no economic sense. Even if the most casual Wall Street investor can see the difference between disruption and dysfunction. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't stand him anyway. But that's a whole different story altogether. I think it's whatever.
Hondo, what do you think of this, man?
I think for the time being, it's fine. They got to make money. They got to get people to watch their movies, and they got to keep their companies alive. Which means they got to keep getting viewers. But I don't want to see theaters go away though. And when COVID is over, whenever that may be, I want to see movies come back. And I have a feeling they might not be able to come back because of what's happening. And so maybe they can make like a compromise when COVID is over, like they release like the special version on the big screen, and they have the regular version at home or something to get people to return to the theater, because that's still a legitimate business, a legitimate, people still love going. I know I do.
Yeah.
And present company, I think, the feeling of having popcorn, sitting there maybe with a soda, watching, on a big screen, watching trailers, that's great, man. Come on, we all remember going to those big movies.
I remember back in the day when we were kids and blah blah blah.
But that's pretty much anybody who's listening, even way younger than me. Like everyone has those movies, man.
Well, I'm just also worried that they might raise the prices though to kind of compensate for all. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that people are going to still be struggling and coming out of the financial ruins that we're all in at a certain point. So it's kind of like, that's what I mean. It's like if you're at home, at least you don't have to worry about it. But if you go to a theater, they may have to pay $30 for a movie. So who knows?
And the movie going experience is not the same. Like I do like the high end theaters, like the Alamo Draft House, where they enforce a no phone thing. Because going to a movie like a regular movie nowadays kind of sucks, man. You got people talking, got people on your phones constantly. It's kind of like it kind of turns me off to go. Like I'm very picky about the movies I go see nowadays. I used to go see everything. Now it's like, do I want to see that? I can just wait, and it's going to be on streaming, and that's a movie I can wait and watch at home in the peace of my home. But I want to see the big budget stuff. I want to see Star Wars on the big screen. I want to see Marvel stuff on the big screen. I want to see, I want to see, Batman on the big screen. I don't want to see all this stuff on on the small screen. I want to see it on the big screen first, then I can watch it on the small screen. So, Alfred, what do you think about this, man? What do you think of all this news?
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Because as a fan of the content, I want more content, even because I'm stuck at home. I've heard about Dune for a year now, and it was supposed to be out already. And that's just one example. But now we're supposed to wait. I'm supposed to wait another year for it. And who's to say, God forbid, nothing takes with whatever they're trying to fix COVID, and it doesn't fix. Just we don't know. We haven't crossed the bridge yet. So, do theaters? I think what fucking pisses theaters off is they're missing out on the popcorn money and all that, concessions and all that, because I think they get a small piece of the gate. I think a lot of that money goes to the producers. That movie ticket goes back to the producers to put back in their pockets for all the money they doled out to make this. And this is what the producers are fucking upset about. Yeah. They're like, are you guys kidding me? Like, for real? Like, I heard Legendary is going to try to do a lawsuit against fucking HBO for this because they're missing out on a whole bunch of revenue that they can make. I like Alex's idea of maybe releasing a standard version and a director's cut, but that's also a fine line because you're going to open the door. You open the door, and then now that's how they'll release shit from now on. What I think, I'm all for the movies right now, and theaters. I'm sorry to say this, you guys are just gonna have to fucking buck up because the time of the multiplex is over. This is the way it should be. It should be a grand theater that you go to, like the Coronet. Like the new Mission. I like it. It's like a smaller scale. It's an Alamo Draft House here in San Francisco, but just the peace of mind that you know what, I'm gonna buy a ticket. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna get to watch this movie without anybody making some snide remarks or seeing something on their phone or whatever. And if they do, you are out of there. Ray, remember we went to that Terror Tuesday where that one lady kept on with the bourbon line. Hey, where you keep the bourbon? They knocked that bitch out of there within like 30 minutes, dude. And that was awesome because then you know the first time that they enforce it. Theaters right now, AMC, Century, they don't enforce shit. The only thing they enforce is if they fucking catch you trying to drink something, in the theater and sneak it. All of a sudden you have a security guard. But if you got somebody talking a whole bunch of mess in there, like, oh, they're just enjoying the movie. They ain't gonna say shit. So, you know what? Theater chains, start bucking up because you guys are going to go back down to 3 theaters that you can probably fit, very comfortably, because I heard that they're redesigning some theaters downtown. I forgot which is. I think AMC 1000 is getting redesigned by a Japanese company. Yeah. But the time of the multiplex, I'm hoping it's done. It should be a bigger event. And movies, if you're gonna charge more at the concession stands, your nachos better fucking be on point. Your hot dog better be on point. Everything better be on point. I need a gourmet kitchen. That's why I don't mind.
Wolfgang Puck in the kitchen or something, Gordon Ramsay or something.
I don't mind spending extra money at the Alamo Draft House because they actually make food that's pretty fucking good. I don't think I've ever been disappointed with anything that I've had there. Yeah. And it's because they have good chefs in the back cooking everything for you.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, I think you have to make it an event. You have to go going out to a movie. Like it might cost a little bit more, but I got like Rick said, you got the knowing that I'm not gonna see some asshole talking through the movie. I'm not gonna see some person on the phone. The one thing is distracting with the servers running back and forth. That is kind of distracting. If they can fix that kind of problem, I think that would be cool. Like maybe they need higher seats where you don't see the person while running around. But I think you have to make it a special experience because all these I'm looking at the list of movies. I'll read some of these off. but most of these I would like be fine watching these at home. There's a few of them that I need to see on the big screen. So we got Tom and Jerry. We talked about this a few weeks ago.
Let's go around that horn on this one. At home, right? I'd be at home on that one.
Tom and Jerry.
I wouldn't watch it in the theater.
Okay. Godzilla versus Kong.
Theater.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Wait, a new Mortal Kombat movie?
Yeah. It's supposed to come out.
See, because the last one was so shitty, home.
Depends on the trailer.
Oh, yeah, I'd say home.
Very
on that
true.
one.
Very true. Very true. Depends on the trailer.
I say neither.
Neither. The Conjuring 3.
Theater.
Home. I don't mind.
If it's
I
by
would- I'd be
Halloween,
okay
yeah.
with the home.
I saw the other
around Halloween.
I saw the first two at home, so I guess I can watch the third one at home. I'm okay with that.
There you go.
I like watching movies with scary movies with people. I don't know.
Space Jam Legacy.
I'm not watching it.
I read the.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be jumping to other movies and stuff too. That sounds kind of fun. I'm gonna watch it.
You know what?
I see the little eye twitching, Rick.
I'm like.
Go ahead.
Alec Hondo, home or you watching Space Jam, home or theater?
I guess it would be nice, like for like a family, movie. I mean, I imagine.
You take your imaginary family to go see Space Jam.
Yeah. If you have like,
Let's
if you're
go.
not like me and have wife and kids, that would be cool. But I guess the home. I guess it's a home thing. Yeah.
The Suicide Squad.
Theater. James Gunn,
Theater.
baby.
Theater.
Yeah, James
Hell
Gunn.
yeah, theater. Yeah.
I want
That
it's
cast?
it's a big time action movie. I want to see that in the theater.
Yeah.
Laurie, theater.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fine with me.
Let's see. Dune.
Dune movie
IMAX.
theater. Yeah.
IMAX.
Definitely.
IMAX. That's I would. It's been big dollar to hit IMAX on that. Dude.
Yeah.
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 Like if they take the IMAX up an extra 10, Ray, I'd probably still buy that ticket.
If it, like Kong, Godzilla versus Kong, like that's
IMAX. That needs to be an IMAX.
That's Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
I saw
agree.
the other Godzilla movie on IMAX. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Or Skull Island was great too on IMAX too.
Yeah,
I think
that was good.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah. I might pull it. I'm talking about Kong 76 in a minute.
Oh yeah.
The Many Saints of Newark. That's the Sopranos prequel.
Oh, that's at home. I don't.
I want to see a trailer.
I can see
Or
that
the
at home.
Castro Theater.
Good call. See, that's a place that they can make an event. That should be an event.
They did that with the Irishman.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
They did that with Irishman.
Yeah.
If they start doing that,
it's still showing right now. Yeah.
yeah.
fucking longest fucking movie ever. Goddamn.
Yeah. It was.
I liked it. Other than fucking watching fucking De Niro like waddle around and shit.
It was way too long. It was kind of S in his own D. It was too much, man. It was a 2 hour. It could have made it a great 2.5 hour movie, but he spread it out. It just, and last one, there's other ones, but we won't talk about. Matrix 4.
Theater.
Theater. Absolutely.
IMAX.
IMAX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun to like get to see these movies at home. I'm excited to see some new stuff.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be cool for our channel because we're gonna be able to like watch these movies and get a review like right away out there. So
Right.
that's fun. So that's gonna be fun, kind of reviewing these movies in the year. That's gonna give us something to do for sure.
We could even you could even do like a watch, even like
party.
a live watch party, like a live watch party or something like that. That would be kind of cool to do something like that. I was even thinking, even like with the the drive-ins that they have, like the Fort Mason would be kind of. I mean, that's even
The
though
screen
it's not
needs to be bigger on that.
But yeah, that's what I mean. If they
Needs to
get
be
like a
massive.
bigger screen,
Yeah.
that would be kind of cool to do something like that, because at least you're still separated, so it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, this is gonna be a debate for sure, and they better as long as they're compensating these filmmakers and they're not dicking these filmmakers out of pay.
Yeah.
They're getting dicked right now. They're getting dicked. It's just
well, the ones that have the pay for play deals, like the ones that have like the points on like box office, those are the ones that are gonna get screwed because if your movie makes $1 billion, you're gonna get a cut of that. If you don't have that deal, nothing's going to change. But if you do have that deal, you're probably missing out on millions of dollars. And that's why that Nolan has a big stake in a lot of his movies. So he's definitely this is going to kind of hurt guys like him who are a name director and want those movies out. And his movies tend to make a lot of money in the theater.
So the big thing too is like there's still a lot of movies in production right now that are being made, right? So what happens to all of these other movies when these movies have release dates? They're gonna have to share a piece of the pie with them, because I kind of don't see like Dune releasing against a Marvel movie. Marvel will overtake it.
Yeah.
I mean, Dune will probably be a better movie, but Marvel will fucking smoke the fuck out of it. Marvel will smoke they're gonna have so much saturation as soon as because there's a lot of things in production still. This is probably the smart way. Go to VOD, get some of this money, because once these theaters fucking do open up, other things are already slated to fucking be released, right?
Yeah, and you know what? They're already gonna be a year behind, so they're gonna have a stockpile of movies left over. And Dune probably won't make any money. As Denis Villeneuve, his movies are beautiful, spectacular, but they don't make any money. They kind of bomb. So who's to say this is going to be one of those? But I don't know, man. I think you have to release these movies one way or another. And if you have to subscribe to HBO, luckily I already am. A lot of people I've talked to say, they're going to subscribe to HBO because you get you go to the movies as often as you do, and $12 for HBO Max. That's really nothing compared to that's not even a movie ticket, really. It's like $15.
That's popcorn. That's like a large popcorn or something
$20
like that.
for a movie ticket. $22 if you want IMAX. So this is for a price of one movie, you're going to get all these movies for the year.
Yeah.
So.
Couldn't they do like an adjusted kind of a gross for like all the filmmakers or all the producers, like? From this time where it's showing free, we're going to give you points on the subscriptions, which I know HBO probably wouldn't do, or Warner.
But then again, all of those guys are multimillionaires to begin with, so it's kind of like you're not
millionaires fighting billionaires. That's what it is.
And that's another thing too. It's like I would rather be worried about the actual guys that work behind the scenes, like the lighting guys and the cost, all of the people that help make the films. Those are the people that are going to get screwed more, and that's
really.
like certain.
They get paid.
No, they get paid. They get paid.
Yeah, they get paid.
No, the guys who get paid is the producer.
They don't get paid off the points of how much the movie makes. So they get paid for the job they do for the movie. They're not going to get. It doesn't matter if a movie makes $1 billion or $1 million. They're still going to get their rate, whatever they get paid. So
well, true, but it still sucks though. I mean, the lower echelon people are not going to get.
I
think guys like stuntmen. I think they're the ones that
That's what I mean. The lower echelon, yeah.
The ones that are going to hurt are the theaters. Theaters are going to see a lot of theaters close down. And like Rick said,
multiplexes are done.
I want to see, nice, beautiful fucking. I want to see like the beginning of fucking the end of a 1933 King Kong, man, where you go in and see a fucking theater playing, music playing, a big grandiose event. I want it to be an event every time I go to a movie.
Like the Fox. Look, imagine watching a theater in the Fox. Just
or like the Warfield was a movie theater at one point in time too. It's like something like that.
Open up the Alexandria, folks.
Yeah. Well, though there's one that's right near me. That's that they closed down, but they reopened as a gym. It's like, oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I saw Roger Rabbit there.
The Alhambra, yeah.
Oh, the Alhambra. Wow.
Yeah, I saw Roger Rabbit, and I saw what did I saw? Judge Dredd. That was probably the last movie I saw there.
A lot of places where I saw movies got turned into fucking booby bars. So
on purpose.
Yeah.
It's I can't wait to go back to a theater. The one thing I've been craving mostly, I've said this before, fresh movie theater popcorn. I just want that. That's the first thing I'm going to do. We'll get me a nice giant Coke Zero and a fucking big ass tub of. I'm eating that whole fucking tub of popcorn to myself. I ain't sharing that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna fucking be happy as fuck to see a movie on a fucking screen. That's good. That's my biggest wish for this. When this whole thing goes over, we can all go to a fucking theater, see a fucking Marvel movie, a Star Wars movie, whatever, something big, spectacular. Blow your mind out with special effects. So that's my dream. So hopefully that happens soon, man. But if not, hey, we're gonna get to stay home and watch these movies. At least
nachos, hot dogs, and ices.
Ices.
It's never gonna happen.
We're stuck at home forever.
We're stuck. If I had an icy machine at home, I'd be good. I'd be set.
Icy machine.
There you go.
Icy machine. Yeah.
or popcorn. The machine would be even better. But hey,
I don't know. It's hard to make movie
better all the time.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, folks, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
with the SF Comic Book Co. And see if Hondo actually cares about SF Comic Book Co. I think he does. Some people say he doesn't. I say he does.
So you say like and subscribe, huh?
If you haven't already, please.
That's
like
a good idea.
Hondo.
Hondo.
The Hondalorian. All right. So let's go jump to our pull list. The pull list is stuff you picked up during the week or the recently that you want to talk about. Something you watched, listened to, read, bought. Just good or bad. Something if you want to rant about some stuff that pissed you off. This is a good place to do it. So the pull list. So I'll start with you, Hondo. You always have a quite an interesting pull list. Hit us. Grow me.
Pull list. So
With your best shot.
I finished Lovecraft Country.
Oh, finally, nice.
Man, dude, that was friggin' awesome, man. Yeah, that was friggin' awesome. And what else? Yeah, so I really like that. The whole, they covered a lot of like social issues, like race relations, and it was well done, because they were kind of like telling a lot of truths about America and stuff.
Mhm.
So it was a lot deeper than just being horror, science fiction, type of stuff. Yeah, but I loved it. It was great. I highly recommend it. I need to see it again because so much stuff kind of went over my head, a little bit. Also, I picked up the Max.
Was that MTV cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
I saw for Amoeba Records.
How old is that?
It was like
99?
90s.
Yeah, I thought so. I remember
It's
that.
late 90s, yeah.
Yeah,
99?
so I've never seen it before. I have to check it out. So I just picked that up the other day. I went to Amoeba and it was like $18 or something. Also, I just read King in Black. Man, that first issue was pretty good, man. Yep.
Nice.
King in
It's a great
Black.
cover.
No,
I got the cool cover.
The symbiote god is man. Whoa, they got the Marvel universe has a significant threat, and shit goes down. Shit goes down in this first issue.
Yeah.
I just read it, man. I literally just read it, and
good.
man.
Did you read Absolute Carnage?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
Is there a lot of build up?
Yeah, it's like that's kind of need to read that one first. You kind of need to read some of the Venom Donny Cates stuff, but you can jump in with it. It's some interesting stuff. You can kind of jump on board.
There's a omnibus, man.
The doctor is in.
I have to get Absolute Carnage omnibus now. Wow.
Yeah,
Donny Cates, man.
He's a great writer.
He's on fire. Yeah,
and this is kind of what he's been building up. He's been doing a lot of world building with Venom, and kind of like he did a run on Guardians. So this is kind of his all the stories he's been telling the last few years is kind of built up to this. So it's interesting. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is all the stupid tie-ins. So I probably won't read all the tie-ins. There's a couple I might pick up that look kind of interesting. But so far the first issue it was pretty good, pretty good story, good art, Stegman art, man, Stegman art.
Yeah, it just jumps right into the action too, man. Like, and then the X-Men come in, it's awesome, man. Like,
yeah.
I'll just probably collect the limited series and not the not any tie-ins. Just
not the billion tie-ins that it's fucking gonna have.
Yeah, I can't afford that, man. Come on.
It's too much.
Yeah, so that's my pull list.
Oh, awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Lori, what's on your pull list?
Well, I actually have one thing that I am extremely happy that I was able to get. It was Amazon usually does their, like in October, I think they have those 2 days where you can get 80% off stuff and whatnot. So I bought Twin Peaks from A to Z, and it's both seasons.
It's from Z to A.
From Z to A. Thank you. Sorry. From Z to A. And it
dyslexic, huh?
It opens up to you can see like what the floor looks like, and it has a little Wow.
Yeah.
And it was $80 It was originally like $150, and so I got it for literally 75. So I got it for half off, which is amazing. So it has both first season, second season, the new seasons. It's got the movie. It's got, like the European version of the pilot. It also has like the music from it as well. They've got a Red Room gallery, which has a lot of the pictures and things like that. Can't really see it, but anyway. And then there was only 25,000 made, so mine is number 7,903. So,
Wow.
but it's really cool. I mean, if you want, I mean, it's 4K. It's got like a lot of the 4K stuff, so it's a pretty amazing Twin Peaks. Especially if you're a Twin Peaks fan, which is what I am, and the fact that it was half off is pretty amazing. So, that was my. That's that. And then I did watch on Netflix. I think I've talked about this a couple times, but there's a great series called We Are the Champions. And it's a very interesting series it's 6 different episodes. And one of them is, for example, it's in England, it's a cheese rolling contest where you throw this big wheel of cheese, like about this big, down a hill, and people literally start, they fall.
Like a cheese commercial.
It's unbelievable. I mean, there are people, there's like one family where the guy has won 15 times or something like that. People break their bones. They're broken legs, broken arm. I mean, it's insane, the shit that they go through. One of the other episodes is people eating hot chili peppers. So it's like how the Scoville scale that they have. I think they go past the Reaper and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty insane to watch. It's definitely very. They have the hair contest where you have to make the biggest hair possible and stuff like that. And there's one that's dog dancing. There's another one that's yo-yos and all this kind. I mean, it's very interesting. It's only, like I said, 6 episodes, and I think it's about 30 minutes each. And Rainn Wilson does the narration. But it's kind of an interesting little, if you're bored one night, just kind of turn it on and be like, okay. I think if you're high, you can probably watch it and enjoy it probably a lot more. But
I don't know what that's like.
That sounds like that sounds like something that happened in X of Swords. Random ass contest, pie eating contest, and shit.
Yeah, something like that. But the cheese one is especially. I mean, the hill is ridiculously steep, and it's apparently been going on for over almost 100 years and things like that. And this one family, and I guess whoever gets down to the hill first gets to keep the cheese. And so, I mean, it's just insane. It's oh my god. But that's definitely one. And then the Twin Peaks. So those are my
nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right, I guess I'll go next. I picked up this The Harrowing of Doom. It's a novel. This just came out. So Marvel's doing these kind of untold tales of certain characters. So this is one of the first ones. It's a prose novel. I don't know how good it is, but it's Doom. So of course I picked it up. So I've been in a big reading mood. I've been reading Ready Player 2. So I've been in a big reading mood. So far so good. I'm probably halfway through right now. It starts off kind of weird, but it's getting good. It's getting good for sure. Yeah, Wade's kind of a prick, but it's a fun read so far. Can't wait. Yeah, well, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna get into this. This is kind of telling a story of Doom kind of trying to free his mother. So this, I think, kind of a prequel kind of thing. So it looks interesting. Cool to see. They're doing a bunch of. I think they're doing Domino. They're doing who else they're doing? They're doing a bunch of characters. So it's kind of cool. They're doing these proper novels. This is David Anadel. I don't know what they've written before, but this it looks fun. Looks like a cool, fun book. Looks like a chill read. So I'm gonna get into that at some point. Nice. Also picked up at Super 7 ODB action figure. I believe Hondo got one of these too. You can,
I got it back here.
This is the album Enter the 36 Return to the 36 Chambers ODB, classic Wu-Tang album.
Nice.
This just came out. Hot item from Super 7, hot off the press from Super 7. Great likeness of ODB, man. I was talking to Daniel at Super 7. I hope they do some more of these Wu-Tang ones. I'd love to see Jizza 36 Chambers enter the 36 Chambers. That'd be awesome. So hopefully they. Sorry, and not enter the Liquid Swords. I hope they do a Liquid Swords. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just a figure, Liquid Swords would be dope. So hopefully they get into that at some point. I've been reading the Charles Soule Star Wars run. This takes place between Empire and Return. This takes place literally takes place right after Empire Strikes Back. Like kind of the story how they leave Cloud City and they get to the base where Luke gets his hand fixed and stuff. So it's pretty interesting stuff. I'm halfway through it and kind of figure out how Lando and Chewie are team up to go find Han and go meet up Jabba. So far it's pretty good. Some of the Star Wars canon books have been pretty decent. So usually they start off really well and kind of teeter off towards the end. So far this one's been pretty good, pretty enjoyable. And also a great show. I watched 76 King Kong. I'm a big 76 King Kong. I love King Kong.
Oh yeah.
76. It's a weird movie. It's a weird some weird some weird shit in that movie. The soundtrack is amazing. The John Barry score. I just bought that and I've been listening to it today. It's a great score. Great effects. Rick Baker in the suit. It's a fun flick. And
that's the one with it's
Charles
Jessica Lange and
Jessica
Jeff
Lange's
Bridges, right?
Yeah, Jessica Lange's
first movie. Yeah.
Okay.
First movie. Jeff Bridges looks like a fucking child. He's super young. And Charles Grodin is great in it too. He's like
I forgot about him.
He plays the Carl Denham character pretty much.
Right.
And so it's a great flick. And coincidentally, a site I follow, a YouTube channel I follow, Hack the Movies, he does talking about tapes, and where he kind of takes these old movies and kind of gets a partner and kind of talks about them. He's done he does cutty Italian movies. He talked about the Italian Jaws that came out.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was like an Italian version of Jaws. It was like Jaws 5. It was called like Jaws 5. And they talked about this Exorcist movie they made. Italian, I guess Italian filmmakers make these like sequels to American movies that are like pretty shitty. It's pretty hilarious.
That's
so this guy Tony from Hack the Movies, he's one of the editors for Cinemassacre. He does a lot of their he edits a lot of their videos and stuff. So this is like his own channel. Tony, he's definitely not safe, I would say. But it's pretty funny the combos he has with his friends talking about these old movies. I definitely recommend checking him out. He did an episode of Kong 76. And kind of pointing out all the creepy shit that's in Kong 76, kind of weird rapey vibe that the Kong gives off, and it's pretty hilarious. And his take with his partner, who they also do a Godzilla podcast called Godzilla versus the Pod Monster, where they've been going through all the old Godzilla movies, kind of doing like a 30-minute kind of review of all the movies.
Oh, nice.
So it's been a fun thing to watch. I've been digging his content. It's called Hack the Movies. It's on YouTube. Check it out, Rick. I think you probably dig him a lot too, man. You should definitely check him out. Like the movies he talks about, like you definitely get a kick out of it. So he broke down, like last month, he broke down End of Days and End of Days, and what was the other one? He broke down what was the fucking Pacino and Keanu Reeves. Devil's
Advocate.
Yeah, he broke that down too. That was pretty good. So yeah, definitely recommend his channel. It's a fun channel.
It's fun. Yeah.
So that's my pull list for the week.
That sounds fun.
Let's see. Krista, stay well all. Thanks, Krista.
Thank you, Krista. Yay.
Hayden, what's up? What's up, Hayden?
Oh, what's up, Hayden?
I assume that's Rick's friend.
One of my old GTA cohorts.
Yeah. Tell us some stories about Rick losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're probably losing it. Like, dude, you lost your shit again? Or Fox, don't do that. Like, yeah, there's a lot. There's usually a lot of that. I try to be a cool gamer, dude. I try not to as much as I lose my shit here, I don't lose my shit anywhere else.
Sorry, one more thing for my pull list. AEW, man. AEW killed it last week, man.
That was mine, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead, Ricky. I'll let you talk about it.
Oh, yeah. AEW, the Dynamite last week. Just a regular episode, but they gave you something like they gave you a pay-per-view, kind of a 2-hour pay-per-view. Just a regular show, but it was great. Started off with like a battle royal where it wasn't last man standing. It was last two guys face off each other next week, which I've never really tripped on that anybody's ever done. It's something more original, which is great. It's all about, like, dude, AEW has been a breath of fresh air since they've come out. I can literally. I've been a wrestling fan for shit, like over 35 years. It's crazy, and the business has evolved, yet the WWE hasn't. They're still stuck in like a lot of their old ways. But like, where it's hard to watch, and now like this new AEW breath of fresh air. Just like they're creating new stars like the way you should. Some guys, they're overreaching for their shit, but. Dude, like just that you can't even call it pay-per-view. But the event alone, you had like Jericho against Kazarian. You had a little fallout there, which is great for like story. You had a great match with Britt Baker, who happens to be a dentist. So she hits her with her Dr. Britt Baker. She's awesome. She's a great wrestler, great personality. Nice. Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes against Powerhouse Hobbs, who happens to be a guy from East Palo Alto. Right now, AEW has a few Bay Area guys, which is great. So the Bay Area is a big hotbed for professional wrestling. And then to finish it off, save the cherry on top of the sundae, Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley in a great match. It was a good match, but at the end, just one of the most unexpected swerves and something you're just like, what? Like you're like as a fan, I'm just like, wow, I'm intrigued to the point where I'm just like, what's going on? Holy shit, what's he doing? And the excitement that you feel at the end of the show, that's what I used to feel when I was a kid. And
it's old school vibe.
Yeah, it's old school vibe, and they brought it back.
Kenny Omega is the champion. He won the belt, and he runs off with Don Callis, his buddy.
I don't want to spoil, but go ahead.
They're not watching. So basically, there's another company called Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling that was formerly TNA Wrestling. So they're called Impact now. So basically, he says, "Hey, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night." And it's pretty much like the wrestling. This is not done nowadays, where companies like wrestling companies don't really talk about other wrestling companies, or they don't really cross over too much.
They broke the fourth wall.
This is like the multiverse.
Wow.
It's the multiverse.
They pulled a DC image, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a multiverse, and their owner Tony Khan kind of said it's like MCU, like you're gonna get rewarded for all these like little things they do. And Rick, you fucking buried the lead. You didn't talk about the biggest thing that happened on that show, other than Kenny Omega being champion.
I know. I was waiting for that.
Go ahead, Rick.
So I've been waiting for a while, because the thing is, I was like, it's called Winter is Coming. So they had like an image during like one of the matches. It was after the Darby Allin match where a lot of shit went down. Like I said, that's why I wanted to go through this. So they played an image of they played music, and then they just played an image. I was like, oh wait, great, they're gonna have the Crow come out. And I remember saying this, like I said this, and I was just like, holy shit. Next thing I know, Sting. God damn it, fucking Sting is back. I don't know if he's going to be wrestling. I don't really give a shit, but Sting is back. And for me, like, it was just like, I lost my shit. I was like, fuck yeah, I was just so happy. Sorry. I tried to limit my Fs this time, but
his other Crow dad, Crow
Daddy.
Yeah, supposedly he is going to wrestle. Yeah, he had some
cinematic matches would be great.
He's 62 years old, so it's not really a lot.
Oh, wow.
But he's still in pretty good shape for a 62-year-old. So they'll definitely use him for some way. But yeah, now pretty exciting night of wrestling. Like that's the first time in a long time where I'm like, oh man, this is
great
juice for like what's happening next. So as a wrestling fan, it definitely rewards you for sticking with them. So yeah, AEW is
on Friday night, huh?
Wednesday
Wednesday
nights.
night. Oh, okay.
Wednesday nights, and then Tuesday night they'll have a Impact has their show, but on YouTube for free they have the AEW Dark.
Have you seen? Did you see the Kenny thing yet?
No, I was trying to watch the free YouTube feed, but it didn't catch up yet. I did see the promo that Tony Khan cut, which was fucking dope.
That was hilarious.
Tony Khan was like, "Oh, I could have. What am I gonna buy TNA Impact?" And if people who don't know who Tony Khan is, he's the son of the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So,
okay.
So
he's
a wrestling fan.
And they own an English Premier League too.
Oh, yeah, they own an EPL team too. I forgot which one.
I saw something that Chris Jericho just posted on YouTube. Like his top matches. He was going over his 30-year career. Like I guess he's celebrating the 30th anniversary. And
okay.
The
list of Jericho, it's a book, yeah.
Oh,
He
his
said
best
one of the matches.
He just lists everything, like his best matches, his top tag team partners, like pretty much like all like list of his
His whole
like,
history.
Oh, okay.
His whole
That's
history.
cool.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, the list of Jericho is supposed to be coming out. Like if it's not, not.
I noticed that two of the top matches that were this year, he said, at the beginning of the year, I think in January, I think in Tokyo maybe, and then also that one in where they had that pay-per-view in Jacksonville Stadium.
That was
crazy good.
That was number 20 and number 19. That was
okay.
he didn't go through his, like that was his like top matches of all.
time.
Those were
all
great,
time.
man.
Yeah, the Stadium Stampede and the match with Tanahashi.
Awesome.
The match
So
with
good.
Tanahashi and Wrestle Kingdom last year. That was
Sick match.
Yeah, it was a good match. All right, what else you got, Rick?
Well, new movies always on HBO. A lot of new shit this month, so always keep an eye to. Especially that all your streamers are, everybody who's streaming. Just remember at the beginning of new months, they have a lot of stuff. So at the end of the month, go through all that. It's about to leave. Binge watch all the shit that you don't get to watch. That's the hard part, trying to get to all these shows. Without having to go to theaters, I have a lot of time here, and there's a lot of shows that I have to watch.
I started watching Titans.
I watched the first episode of Titans.
Yeah, I'm on the Jason Todd episode right now.
What? That's like episode 3 or 4?
7, I think.
7. Oh, okay. I haven't got that far.
I just finished the Doom Patrol episode, which was pretty. It makes me juiced to watch the Doom Patrol show. So.
Oh, the first episode.
The Doom Patrol appeared in Titans first.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a backdoor pilot for the show. I think they changed a couple of the casting. Like, what's his name? Timothy Dalton's not in this.
He's not. He's not the professor.
Yeah, they replaced the chief, and I think a couple of the other cast members. But so far, it's been pretty enjoyable. Like, some of the character designs are like not great, but I'm liking Grayson. I think he's pretty good, well cast, and I like Raven and stuff. Yeah, but I'm digging it so far. It's definitely some cool stuff in there. But I'll keep watching. What do you think of the first episode?
I liked a lot. I was afraid. That to me, that's the only thing. I'm like, I would see that from other characters. I don't even see it getting like that from that guy.
He's had issues with Bruce. He
had issues, but I don't think he's ever got that far where he's like, fuck Batman. I don't think he's ever done that. It's just not.
Batman
It's
is Grayson?
not his character. That's just not.
Is that Grayson?
Yeah, Grayson's not Grayson's character to be like that towards Batman. He could be pissed at him, but he's not going to be like, well, fuck him. That's not him. That's Jason Todd.
That's our Grayson. Yeah, he'd say that.
That's me.
Did he give max effort?
Damian Wayne.
Max effort, Grayson. That's some shit he would pull, but not.
Did he
I wouldn't want to, but I'd say it. Huh? What?
Did he give max effort?
Who, him? No, never did.
No. There's only one max effort, Grayson.
There can be only one.
And I'm not too max.
Exactly.
It's hopefully it's coming back soon. I'm max effort. I'm trying.
It's all relative.
All right, you good, Rick?
And Friday the 13th. Everybody play Friday the 13th. It's a great game. But I only like to play that with my friends because it's like playing hide and seek with your friends, except you get to kill them virtually.
Oh, very nice.
That PlayStation?
Yes. Yeah. PlayStation, Xbox, through any game, but yeah, I would love to get a game going and just it's fun. It's fun. It's the only game, I swear to God, I like playing as a counselor because it's the only game that I enjoy if I can get I don't mind getting murdered in. I really don't. It's fun. It's all the different ways Jason can murder you, and it's fun when Jason just starts chasing you. The music intensifies. You try to hide in the fucking inside of a cabinet, and you're trying to contain your breathing, or you're trying to escape. It's fun when you're playing with friends. Maybe not with other people because other people can be toxic. Game communities can be toxic. But if you have your own group of friends, it's definitely fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Sorry for all the sniffling. My allergies have been driving me nuts today, so I've been kind of. Yeah. My allergies. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, they have been driving me crazy all day today.
All right, so is that your hidden gem for this week, Lori? Your allergies?
Exactly.
All right, so
are we doing that? Seriously, doing hidden gems?
What's your hidden gem, Lori?
Well, speaking of going back to Godfather and Mafia, I actually have the Mafia Encyclopedia. So it's got,
Wow.
yeah, it's literally has, there's Giancana or John Gotti rather, and everything. It's pretty interesting. Pretty much everything that's ever dealt with the mafia is definitely in here. Like they have certain types of like how people are found, certain definitely the families, etc. Like calling cards, the hitman's calling cards and things like that. Like if someone leaves an ace, what that means and all this kind of stuff. It's very interesting. I mean, especially for me, like they have the whole Donnie Brasco thing in here, which is quite
Forget
interesting.
about it.
They have Lucky
Forget about
yeah,
it.
they have Lucky Luciano. They have all the history of them and stuff like that in there. It's pretty amazing, especially someone who loves mafia movies. This is pretty. Excuse me. This is pretty pretty good. So that's
They got
my
like the
good
Myers.
job.
They got like the Myers Lansky's in there and everything. Oh, dope.
They have
Oh, dope.
everything. Yeah, they literally have A to Z. It's yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's dope.
Where'd you find that?
I don't. I think it was Barnes and Noble a while ago. So it's been a while since I've had it, but I think you could probably find it. It's by it's a second edition. The guy that wrote it is Carl Sifakis, Sifakis.
Watch your language. Watch your
Hey
language.
man, so he's Greek apparently. So that's but yeah, it's got really pretty interesting stuff like the RICO Act and Teflon Don and Al Capone and yeah. So
Oh, cool. Awesome. Cool. Hondo, what's your hidden gem for the week?
So I a couple of years ago I went to a Seattle convention and I bought prints from this artist.
oh wow.
Like
that's
this is
dope.
like it's called Heroines.
Interesting.
And it's really cool. Just an amazing artist, just a friggin' amazing artist.
Wow.
And one of my friends actually worked with her before.
Oh, it's a woman that draws that.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, wow.
And right now she has like a GoFund going on. Not a GoFund. They're having an art auction because she has kidney disease, and
wow.
and it's to the point where she can't even draw right now. So
Oh,
the
wow,
artistic
that sucks.
community, a bunch of artistic community got together and they're having like a fundraiser of selling different artworks. I think there's some pretty big names among the list of artists. I know one of them is Jerome Pena, who's an awesome artist. And they're all kind of selling like prints. This is gonna be in 2 days. I would recommend that everyone check out www.Heal Show. So her name is Show. I don't know how to say her last name. It's spelled Murase. But anyways, if you check out the website, healshow.com. So heal, HEALSHO. Just one word.com, and that they have details of what's going to happen. I want to support this artist. Really cool. And last, I picked so the WB.
Oh, wow. That's a great one.
The WB. They had a picture of advertising season 5 of Riverdale. And a character was killed in season 4. I haven't seen it, but I just heard this. And season 5 has a picture of a hand popping out of the grave. And so
Oh, wow.
they're saying that along with Sabrina, how they're connected, they're going to bring the Afterlife with Archie world onto the big screen. And so I bought this one. This was one of my holy grail books. It's actually a variant cover of the regular series Life with Archie, and just as a goof, they decided to make this Afterlife with Archie. And so it's just the cover. The inside is a regular Archie story, but this is the actual first reference of like zombie apocalypse hitting Archie universe.
Nice.
So now that they're thinking that they're going to bring that to the big screen, that that whole series, Afterlife with Archie, the comic books are going up in price. But again, this is the actual first mention, and I got it signed by the artist Francesco Francavilla.
Nice.
And man, it's just awesome. I just love the whole idea of like
That's very
the
cool.
zombie apocalypse. You know, basically Jughead's dog dies, and he asks Sabrina to help kind of resurrect the dog, and the dog is kind of like Pet Cemetery, bites Jughead, turns him into a zombie, and then
Oh,
Archie and the gang have to deal with the apocalypse there. So I don't know what they're going to do for TV, but that's what the comic book did, and it's excellent.
Yeah, it's
Highly
pretty
recommended.
fun. Pretty fun comic. Riverdale started off really good. It kind of like after the first couple seasons, kind of lost me.
Became a WB show.
It was just trying to do too much. So I don't know if this
Netflix.
is gonna. It's a CW show. And so
CW.
no, the first two seasons are great. The first two seasons are great TV, but meh. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's we'll see what happens. So what's your hidden gem, Mr. Effort?
These little babies right here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna pull out Fieldy. I was gonna say.
No,
I didn't know where the fuck we was gonna go with that one.
oh, no, these right here. You have the sticker.
Nice. Those are cool. I want a bunch.
Man, I had to get mine from Mission Comics. I didn't even get one for my friends, man.
Hondo does not care about SF comic book company.
Oh no, SF Comics books don't care about Hondo.
We didn't land on
Start
Plymouth
that
Rock.
campaign now.
Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Fake news, Rick.
Fake news. What are you talking about?
The faux news.
Your fake
What?
news, Rick.
Yeah, if you go check out some of your local comic shops, I dropped some off at Comics Experience on Divisadero, Amazing Fantasy, Silver Sprocket on Valencia, and Super 7. So if you guys go shopping, you might see one of those stickers there. So go check it out.
Fake news.
Nice.
Making
Speaking
it
of Super
rain,
7,
baby.
speaking of Super 7, I think I posted on the website or on the Facebook page that documentary, I think, that features Super 7 it's about comic book shops, I think, that's happening during the pandemic. It should be on the Facebook page, but it's
Okay.
yeah, those guys are in there. So
I like those guys over there, man. They're cool folk. So yeah, if you want to get one of those stickers, go frequent some local comic shops. You can find them.
And while you're there, buy something.
Yeah.
Get a
Some of them
little
stickers.
book,
Yeah,
guys.
the stickers ain't free, man. You gotta buy something, man. Don't be fucking.
Oh, well,
switching
screw
off.
That guy
then.
walks in
Okay.
there just for the sticker. Not that we're that important, but get in
Meet
there.
me around
get
the corner and
sticker.
I'll hook you up.
I got the bootleg stickers.
yeah, he's got his
Dr.
overcoat on and goes, look,
Dr. Omnibus stickers.
That'd be a great sticker, though. SF Comic Book Code, Dr. Omnibus. That's a great.
Oh, now you're
Dr.
gonna start spinning off other characters.
Dr. Omnibus.
I'm gonna be
cares
like
about
the Deadpool.
That's great, though,
I'll be the
man.
Deadpool of this universe.
Dude, if I had like your Dr. Omnibus photo is like it's notorious now, dude. It's great though. It's magic.
Some of my
It's
best
pure
work for sure.
It really, dude. It
The
really
look on
is.
his face, like I found the perfect picture for his face.
The first
I mean,
time
the
I
thing
saw
that
that
works
photo,
is
I
that-
was dying, dude. I mean, I could have probably died if I was waiting for Bart. I probably would have fucking fell into the tube and shit, dude. That's how bad. It's
So I
fucking
did
hilarious.
I did a count of how many omnibus I have. I have 48.
oh my god, that's great.
That needs to be a sticker.
That's
Hold on.
awesome. That is awesome. Oh my
Gotta
god.
put on his costume. Hold on, I'll be right back.
If he comes back with a fishbowl, I'm gonna be upset, dude.
This is what an omnibus is. This
There
is
we
a
go.
smaller omnibus.
And he's the
Oh my
doctor.
god. I was gonna say,
Look
how
how
many do you
big-
have,
He's
Alex?
got a lot.
I have 48
Pushing
and I have
50.
one coming in.
Oh,
One
wow.
I told you
coming in at the
I
end of
told
the
you.
year.
Yeah, you told me you looked at me crazy when you said you were going to hit 50 at the end of the year. I was like, guaranteed you're going to hit 50 by the end of the year, dude.
He's a
That's
49.
Well, no, I'm at 49 in a holding pattern.
Yeah, whatever,
You know?
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
still counts.
3 more weeks.
Oh, this guy! Look at him.
We'll
He's trying.
stumble.
That X-Men #3 omnibus is coming out. I think that might have to be my 50th. My 49th that's coming in the mail is James Tynion's Detective Comics, which I hear nothing but great things. I haven't read any of it, so but I love omnibus, man. They're just so freaking
That's
awesome.
great. No, they're great.
How much
They're
do those
like-
cost? Though that must cost you a lot of money, though.
Depends.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I gotten deals on most of my omnibuses, like for half off.
Yeah.
Left out on that, but yeah, they range from like 100 to 125.
Now,
Where do you find
yeah.
them? Do you find them on just at like random bookstores or?
Comic shops. It does depend. Some comic shops carry them more than others because they're like they're a high price item, so like not a lot of people carry
How
them.
many issues are
Right.
collected in those things?
They range from like 20 to 30. They range from like 800 pages to like 1,300 pages.
Oh, wow.
This one has 27 issues.
Yeah,
That's
so,
27 issues.
Wow.
Okay, so it's
So they
pretty
range.
much
This is a
whole
small
run of
one.
like of a whole story arc.
yeah, you'll get like a whole
Wow.
big chunk of some
That's
have like
amazing.
up to 40 issues. Like they have a lot of they're cool. The only thing that is pain in you can't like sit casually and read them. You have to like
You
position
have to read them
yourself.
on a table.
You have to like position them in certain ways because they're big ass fucking bricks. So it's
They're
definitely-
heavy, man. You can
Awkward.
smite people.
The
But
Britannica.
It's like a whole
Marvel.
8 hours.
Get a
of,
workout,
you know.
I got that Uncanny one pre-ordered, so yeah, I got that one coming at some point.
Oh, you
yeah.
do? Yeah, man. That
I
one has
pre-ordered
God
it.
loves. Man
Yeah,
kills in that.
Yeah, I pre-ordered from Frank's at Amazing Fantasy. So
Nice.
look them up. I think a good place for them is Escapist has a bunch of omnibuses in Berkeley, in Oakland. They have a bunch of omnibuses. Just you can order them online. cheapgraphicnovels.com and stuff like that. But like from you can get them from Amazon too. But I don't trust Amazon with those like big items because they get knocked around. They don't really pack them right. And
true.
then those omnibuses cost a lot of money, so you want to I don't like to see them damaged, so I'd rather buy them in person.
Vision Comics online. He's a local guy, San Francisco, I believe, and he'll take care of you. He's
Nice.
pretty good.
Tell him Matt
Vision
sent you.
Comics.
Tell them Matt
Yeah,
sent
tell
you.
Matt tell him Matty I sent you.
Matty,
Yeah, man. So Dr.
Omnibus.
Omnibus.
That's pretty amazing. Good.
Dr.
No, that's-
Omnibus. We need a sticker of them.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some guys on YouTube that have like 600 of them.
Yeah, but we don't know
insane.
those guys.
Yeah, no. To us, you're Dr. Omnibus. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So,
But
they,
still, I mean,
like,
that takes up a lot of room, though. I mean, you must have how many? Is it one shelf or is it two shelves, or how many do you
Probably one
have?
case.
I got them all in like two shelves. They go too deep. So like I have 15 and then another 15
Oh,
and then
wow,
another
okay.
15. So
It's
That's
holding up.
amazing.
It's holding up his house right now.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good insulation,
Here's a question, Alex. If your house was on fire and you had to take two, which two would you take?
Omnibus or like any collectible?
on the bus. I'm the buy, I guess, if you want to call it be plural.
He'd look like a fucking Sherpa. He'd have all of his shit out on the back and running out the door.
I have some that have like artwork inside from the artist. So like they did sketches.
wow.
I
The
you know,
Neil
so-
Adams ones for sure.
The Neil Adams one and the Ecstatic
Wait,
one.
it's drawn into the book?
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
that's
show you
dope,
real.
dude.
We don't have time for that, Hondo.
All right.
We're trying to end the show here.
Cool. Next time I'll show everybody.
That's
It
cool.
took up a half hour with your hidden gem. Goddamn. Have your shit prepared next time. All right.
We
Well,
love you.
context. They're gonna be like Dr. Omnibus.
I want to see you walking around the background for like a half hour. All right. All right. Enough
I
of
know it's
All it needs is
somewhere.
all it needs is like a turtleneck, and he's like fucking Steve Jobs and shit. So this is the new.
Hey,
Oh,
Steve
boy.
Jobs is the one that passed, right? No, he's still alive, right?
No, Steve Jobs is dead. Yeah.
Steve
Steve
Jobs
Jobs
is
is
dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
why I gotta be the dead guy?
Because he had the turtleneck when he was doing his fucking shit all the time. Dude.
So we lost like 5 viewers during
Sorry.
this fucking rant.
I'll be Wozniak.
That was my bad.
All right, let me do mine real quick since Alex took all the time.
Hey, if you can make fun of me,
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
The Clerks animated series, man.
I didn't know they did one.
Yeah,
We are slaves.
This ran. They only ran 2 episodes, and they ran the second episode that was supposed to be like they ran them out of order. They only ran 2 episodes. It was a mess, and so it never really got off the ground. But they made 6 of them, and they're pretty goddamn hilarious. They're pretty.
Funny as shit.
If you love Kevin Smith movies, it's the more adventures of Randall and Dante and Jay and Silent Bob. It's pretty hilarious. Just for like the little sight gags and stuff. It's like it's almost like a parody of Clerks, but within Clerks universe. And
wow. Okay.
it's a fun series. It's only 6 episodes. They parody like Temple of Doom. They parody.
Wow.
They parody
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears. Last Starfire. They parody so many great things, man. It's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna rewatch this soon because I love this fucking thing.
That's awesome.
I don't think it's streaming anywhere, right?
Nope.
I haven't seen it streaming anywhere, so that's why you buy the disc and you can have it on disc and you watch it anytime you want.
I didn't even know that they did a cartoon. I didn't
Alec-
even know that
Alec
they did one.
Baldwin.
How long
Alec
ago
Baldwin
was that?
plays Leonardo.
Leonardo.
He's like the Lex Luthor of the Clerks universe. So he's like the
my
villain of the
god,
series.
that's hilarious.
It's pretty serious.
Oh, cool.
The second episode is a clip show of the first episode. That's how fucking meta this show got.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It's just fucking that. It's hilarious. I wish it kept going. And you'll understand the line. Who's driving? Bear's driving.
I mean, we are slaves. What is it? Big American Party.
It's some funny shit. And there's a court scene, anime. Tom Cruise driving with a bear. It's a fucking insane. It's good. Go like Lori said, get high and watch this. It's perfect.
That one is fucking amazing.
Where was it originally? Was it
ABC?
It was ABC. Yeah, Channel 7.
ABC.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they did a cartoon of Clerks. Wow.
Yeah, 2 episodes. They ran them out of order and they didn't make any sense. So I never had a chance to really get off the ground. But they did 6 episodes, so at least we got that.
Funny.
It's pretty.
The court
pretty
scene's
fun.
fucking hilarious, dude.
The court scene's fucking hilarious.
The court scene's probably my favorite episode of that.
The pod race was pretty cool. So many great lines in this. Yeah, if you get a chance to see this, find it somewhere. I'm gonna check it online. Buy the disc, but yeah, you definitely check it out.
Ben's driving.
And Jay is hilarious. Cartoon Jay is fucking hilarious. I love Cartoon Jay, man.
He does.
Right.
Fieldy does too.
See, Fieldy, exactly.
Fieldy loves Jay.
All right, Alex, go grab the Neil Adams. I want to see the Neil Adams before we get out.
You want to see the Neil Adams? All
I want
right.
to see the Neil Adams. Show off. He wants to flex. I don't want to put Alex in a bad mood, man. He gets all grumpy. And tomorrow's comic book day. I don't want him to get all grumpy tomorrow.
Right.
I love it. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this is the dead air I was trying to avoid.
Dun, 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 dun,
I thought you were going the Mission Impossible.
All right. So,
Excuse me
this
while
is
I
the
whip
Neil
this out.
Adams. The Neil Adams omnibus. This is Batman. This is a beast.
Holy shit, that's huge.
See,
That's
that's something worth.
That's what he said.
And
That's
so,
what she said, exactly.
I got Neil Adams to sketch this. The great
Oh
Classic.
wow.
artist Neil Adams.
That's insane. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you definitely have to grab that one.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'd have to grab this one, just because it's by a legendary artist.
Wow.
And it's a
This
great run
omnibus
too.
is out.
It's
This omnibus is out of
amazing.
print too.
It has
If you
a
look
Ra's al
online,
Definitely, yeah.
It has a Ra's al Ghul storyline in there, right?
Yeah, first Ra's al Ghul. Great art, just
But
great
that's
70s.
that's like amazing. That's an amazing fucking sketch. Did he do that with like a gold marker or something?
Yeah.
He did it with
That's
pencil
pretty-
first, and then he
That's
just was
pretty
whipping them
insane.
out, man. This guy's a master artist, man.
I
Like
wouldn't pay $50 for a signature, but yeah, he's a fucking great.
next time I'll show you another omnibus that has a nice sketch, and another one that I really like.
Every episode,
Probably
you
my-
want to see a sketch.
That's his.
Yeah.
No, that'll be my gem whenever I'm on again.
When you
That'll
have
be
it ready.
one of my hidden gems. I'll make sure to remember that.
There you go. All right, right on. Great hidden gems. Phil, do you agree?
Right,
Agrees.
exactly.
So, Laura, you want to give any shout outs? Anything, final words before we get out of here?
Just great to see everyone, and rest in peace, David Lander, Squiggy from Lenny and Squiggy. Too bad that he passed away. He was a great actor and such a great part of Laverne and Shirley.
Hello, ladies.
And exactly, Fieldy, I agree. I don't know, just happy holidays to everybody, and stay safe and be well, and try not to go too stir crazy. Like and subscribe, and I'm probably going to start my own channel too. So who knows? We'll see.
Get on it, Lori.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to do like a movie.
What are you gonna
thing,
do?
so
Golden
we'll see.
Girls?
No, that, and I probably
Nah, man,
because
I'll be a guest on that one.
because I also will maybe like reviewing films and things like that, like my favorite movies and analysis and all that kind of stuff. So I'll have you all guys
Unsolicited Lori picks. Cool.
Exactly, and of course, and we'll have a discussion why Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
It won't be a discussion. It'll be a bloodbath. Everybody's turning it. I'm a goober everybody and shit. Just
calm down. Hondo, final words, shout outs.
Thanks for having me on the show again. It's nice to talk about all this stuff. Everyone out there, keep wearing your mask, keep social distancing. If you're going through hard times, I'm with you. Hang in there. Talk to other people if you need help emotionally. Even just talking to somebody will help you out for those that are struggling. So everyone just be careful with that virus, man. It's a virus. It's still going on. I mean, I'm hopeful that next year we'll be back. Things will, apparently some people are getting the vaccine already, and hopefully this is the very first steps of, 1,000 miles,
Yeah.
So everyone be good.
Be excellent to
awesome.
each other.
Effort.
Well, until then, for real, anybody out there, stop being stupid, all right? Because this shit's fucking real. I've known friends that have had it. I've known people who have lost people from it. This shit's not a fucking joke, and a lot of people are treating it as such. I understand that a lot of businesses are hurting, but don't be out there doing stupid shit. Fucking inviting people to. People need to understand that you don't have to be symptomatic to show that you have this thing. You can just be something that it sticks to, like gum on a fucking subway, and then it gets stuck to somebody else's shoe. That's what this is like. And you just be responsible about it. I've just seen too many people and it sucks because it's the holidays and, we want to be, charitable and everything. But there's other ways, guys. There's other ways to do this. We just need to stop feeling entitled. It's not about me. It's about we, for real. And that's real. Stop it. It fucking sucks that we have to do this, but it's a year of bullshit. If we can get this vaccine, hopefully it's the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hoping it's there, but we need to treat it that maybe it's not, and we have to be cautious still, because that's when happens. You drop your guard down when you least expect it, or when you think everything's all fucking cool, and then all of a sudden life kicks you in the nuts again. So be good, everybody.
Pulls you back in.
And some people like getting kicked in the nuts. So,
the guys on Jackass do.
No
go.
king shame nut kickers, man. Come on.
The nut kicky. That's what people are worried about.
And so be safe. We can't go out to eat out in restaurants and stuff. But hey, man, go get support local businesses. Go, like
please.
I said, go hit up those comic shops and buy gifts. A lot of geek friends and geek folk. So go out there and buy some stuff and keep these small businesses in business, because they're going to be hurting. This is the time of year where most of those businesses make their money, man. The holiday season. So shop local. When you can, do your part, man, and wear your goddamn mask and wash your hands. And hopefully by this time next year, we're going to be in theaters and we're going to be all working and
hopefully.
Back to normal semi. So let's hope for the best. Like the video if you made it this far, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this shenanigans. We do the Mandalorian review recap every Friday afternoon. After the show, we got 2 more episodes left. I think we're going to try to do a live one after the final episode of the season on that Thursday after midnight. So we're going to try to work that out, and then hopefully we'll have a few people on there just kind of talking about the finale and how great this fucking greatest series ever going on. We're going to have some more unboxings coming soon, some more movie reviews. I think we're going to do a Wonder Woman review after Wonder Woman comes out on Christmas. So look out for more of that stuff. Some more, like I said, more unboxings, more stuff. Rick's supposed to be working on some stuff, hopefully soon.
Couple things.
So we'll see some stuff from Rick.
Nice.
Yeah, look out for more content and more shenanigans from the crazy cast of characters. And yeah, hopefully you can see me out there, and I'll give you a goddamn sticker if I see you. Hopefully,
Woohoo.
we'll make sure you're wearing your goddamn mask. All right, cool. So yeah,
Happy birthday,
appreciate
Rick.
everybody. Oh yeah, Rick's
Pre
birthday
happy
is
birthday.
pre
Is
birthday.
it?
Yeah,
Nice.
this Saturday.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
All
So,
right.
yeah. If you see him, give him a nice punch in the nuts when you see him.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all he
Golden
wants.
Girls.
That's what he
Which-
wants.
Which golden girl am I?
No, which
Sophia.
Golden Girl memorabilia is Lori going to give you for your birthday?
I've got some high tops. I've got some. Oh no, he wants the Funko. You want the Sophia Funko? I'll get you the Sophia
Give
Funko.
me the Rue McClanahan one.
Oh, the Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, man. That's the first time you were like, hey, she's feisty, this one. That bitch Samantha ain't got shit on her, dude. The one from like Sex and the City, Blanche is the real deal. I'm just saying, you know, if everybody's like, oh, look at her. Like, no, Blanche was fucking, you know, promiscuity before Samantha there. So too bad. Sorry, Samantha.
Ricky, you're too much. All right, Rick, happy birthday.
Happy
And,
birthday.
everybody stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Peace out.
Die Hard's an action movie.
Yes, it is.